Oh.
Never enough time on SSP Thursdays. Oh yeah. Hey, Chris, it's SSP Thursday, the first one of the 2026 season.
It is. I was going to say we are definitely late, but I can't say fashionably late. I just can't. I can't give it to us.
Well, we are fashionable. We're both got our jerseys on.
Wow.
Fishing Cards and Graphs is got. Oh, I thought he was saying he was there tonight, but they don't even play. Got 2 free tickets to Tigers game for signing up for the new MLB TV service. I'll be freezing my butt off in Comerica Sunday night for JV's first start back in the home whites. I'm sure the Tigers fans will be out in force.
Oh man, we are on the wrong side. Thank you. That's better. Okay, can I?
Hey, look who stopped by.
Oh, he's just in time because my microphone stopped working. Oh, you can hear me, right? I'm going through the
Yes, we can hear you.
Computer, but yeah, you buy a used microphone from Filmington, and I only get like 3 years out of it. I mean, that's just a terrible deal for me.
Does Filmington have a warranty? Does products from Phil come with a guarantee?
I don't know. Well, we'll find. I'll read the fine print. See what I can find. Ooh, I think he means Topps Chrome, and yeah,
Chrome, I believe.
Topps Chrome checklist is going to be pretty impressive. Let's assume
we've switched. Now we're on the correct side, right? We keep getting comments about being on the wrong side.
We should be on the right side.
Okay, hopefully we're.
It looks like it's the right to me, but
to me it does too. But
let me try this one more time. I'm really excited to see what Connor Griffin does tomorrow. I don't know why the Pirates waited a week. Like, I don't think that's going to affect.
They didn't make the deal, right? Yesterday it was announced they were really close to making a mega deal with him, like Roman Anthony style deal, which I thought that's what they were waiting for.
Oh, how about that? The guy from the Mariners getting a $100 million guaranteed, but without playing a single pitch, Jeff, in the major leagues.
Yeah, it's the Churio deal. It's depreciated value warranty, so I believe you're probably due 10 to 25 cents from Phil when you see him at the National.
That's fair. He always gets me with his mumbo jumbo. He knows I don't read fine print.
Yeah, he's the business minded one of us.
Yep. But he's right. He is right. Every single top set that comes out for 2026 is going to be absolutely jam packed,
loaded up, and they're going to keep getting better. Royally Cheesed is hoping you're going to do some translating. If anybody's not sure what Royally Cheesed is referring to, Chris posted a Xander Bogaerts Chrome SSP where the back of the card is written in Dutch, which is great.
Yeah, this is a very cool pair of cards here. Let's see if I can just get the right one up. Look at that. So 2024 to 2014. They put the variation was the card back. What a cool idea. And I wonder, Jeff, like if they did that now, like we always say people wouldn't notice, but these were 2 pretty hotly collected rookies back in 2014, Jeff. I imagine this is like kind of the equivalent of going through this year and pulling out like Schlittler and Roman Anthony, maybe. That might be giving Bogaerts a little
bit too much credit, maybe, but you're right. They were definitely on the radar.
Yeah, I see Stonefield there saying Colt Emerson is a solid player. I mean, we don't know. Imagine, Jeff, a world where the Mariners locked in Jared Kelenic after he dominated AAA.
He was a higher ranked prospect than Colt Emerson.
Yeah. Imagine a 7-year, like $115 million deal before he set foot on a major league roster. And good Lord, Jeff, what would that look like?
Yeah.
That might be the end of those deals. Teams might literally stop doing that.
Yeah. That reminds me of the Milwaukee Bucks, who are currently paying $20 million for the next 5 years to Damian Lillard, who's not even on their team anymore. So, yeah, that's going to be he did get an offer. Yeah, Staley's right. Kelenic did have a big offer. Man, he should have taken that.
Yeah.
A lot of talk about Mizorowski. Yeah, he looks great.
Man. Yeah, how do you not take – oof.
Thick boys,
maybe
right?
it works the other way. Maybe because Kelnick turned that down and his career, we'll say, didn't pan out. Maybe that incentivizes other young players, Jeff, to sign these deals, to get the guaranteed. Because for every one Juan Soto, there's probably 15 or 20 Jared Kelnicks.
Christian Campbell, Thick Boy says, and you're right. Evan White got, I believe, 40 million or something, 35 to 40 million.
Yeah, I think the Braves ended up paying, 2/3 or 3/4 of that.
Yeah.
Ay. Brutal.
Sometimes the Mariners aren't going to win that division. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if Jordan Alvarez has his say.
I think the Mariners are going to be just fine. Julio and Cal Raleigh will hit at some point this year. They're going to be fine. Their pitching is so deep.
You've got to request from Wills to go with just your mustache, Chris.
I probably should, because there's less gray in the mustache. It might just be
for me too.
Style move.
Yeah. Sure.
But I gotta say, kudos to Scotty B's boy Paul Goldschmidt, who last year was, we learned statistically, one of the 5 worst hitters in Major League Baseball against right-handed batters, Jeff. And he hit a 400 plus foot home run off of George Kirby the other day, and that's impressive. You could see Kirby's face was just like, what just happened?
Is that going to be the peak of Paul Goldschmidt's 2026? It's all downhill.
Yeah, who knows? We'll find out.
Yeah.
But Staley, I'm sure that I'll take some blame. Obviously, I have Kirby in a dynasty league. I'm a big believer in Kirby, he probably just thought, here we go. Like, I'll walk the lefty ahead of him, and this is an easy out, which is what I was thinking when I was watching the game.
Yes.
Chris C, our boy Drake Baldwin, he has scored a run in every Braves game so far. And if you told me, Jeff, that it was going to be him doing that and not Acuna at this point, I would probably not have believed you. But hey, things happen.
Carter Jensen overslept today.
Is that why he was a late scratch? I saw he was a scratch, and they were very vague about why he wasn't playing. My goodness.
Yeah, you're right. The Bobby Bonilla deal is still going, except he's just getting $1 million a year. I think that goes for another 8 years, maybe.
He's also not the only one.
And he also played in Major League Baseball and played
quite well. He actually played well for many, many years, even though he is now remembered for this. I mean, I think you just assume, Stonefield, that he's going to get Goldschmidt out. And that's a fair assumption to make in that situation. Totally. I'm going to put the Blabin trivia link in the comments.
Great.
Jeff's got a pretty good prize for tonight.
Yeah, we got a first and second prize. The first place will get to pick the prize. Thanks again to all the people who have been sending trivia prizes in. You may recognize some of these. Got this sweet Jose Ramirez, who hit a monster bomb. Of course. Off of Yamamoto, right? Yes. Just put a charge in that. So we've got this. Look at that parallel too. Very cool. 2018. Also, look at the round corners on this Manny Ramirez nameplate. Like it's intentionally round. Okay. I was like, oh, what happened to this card? No, intentionally round corners. So we've got a Manny, game worn, or a J-Ram. So prizes we're playing for tonight. All right. Yeah, someone said Jordan is back. Jordan does appear back. I mean, he's got 3 bombs. He should have 4. That ballpark robbed him of 1, but he looks. Yeah, it was later in the game. You're right. Crazy Cryptids, Tanner Scott. Thank you. Oh, you're right. Okay. Yeah, that is a big difference. I've said this before, Jeff, and I'll say it again, but Jordan looks good. He looks healthy, but it always, any one step in any direction could, Forbidden Donuts. That's funny. Has he been playing much in the field, Chris? I didn't even notice. I'm just watching his bat. I think he's just been DHing. I'm not watching a ton of Astros stuff, but I haven't seen the box scores I've looked at have him at DH. Thick boy, tonight's your night. Go for it. You got to get that Manny card. We have different types of questions. I feel like, not that I'm trying to stop clean cards from winning, but you get these runs of domination, and I try to change it up a little bit. So maybe I can find some stuff that he specifically isn't great at. So we'll find out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. JB Cards says there's so many superstars in the league that are terrible right now. Chris and I and our friend Jake had a chain yesterday discussing this on text. How bad some of the stars are.
Yeah, poor short print today is just it's hard to be depressed when your team's doing well, but he's really upset that Aaron Judge is hitting $125. I'm like, but he's got 2 home runs. I mean, Acuna's hitting $120 less than that, I think, and he has 1 run scored. But someone's going to pay. Someone will pay for that. And at least the Braves are 4-2. So I'm not. Remember last year they were 0-7. So I mean, 4 wins at this point in the season, Jeff, feels monumental.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just like the Brewers. Somebody mentioned they're off to a great start, which is true. They are, as opposed to last year's Yankees sweep to start the season. So I love it. This has come up a little bit too. Almost everyone that played in the World Baseball Classic is playing awful for the U.S. anyway.
Very true. Clean cards. This made me laugh out loud. I mean, I don't know where I would get I'd get the answers either. So
do some serious research.
Yeah. I will say the trivia does spoil a horror movie from the 90s. So if there's a horror movie from the 90s that you wanted to see and you haven't seen it yet, it may get spoiled for you in trivia tonight.
Yeah, we'll tell you to cover your ears.
Yeah.
Everybody should have seen this movie by now if you're going to see it. But
we're in a different century. I do not have any guilt about potentially spoiling this. But speaking of movies, I am late with movies that I watch. In the Spitball and Discord, Project Hail Mary was strongly recommended, and my wife and I went to see it yesterday. It's fantastic. Highly recommend it. It's really good. I will say, if you're interested in seeing it and you don't know a ton about it, do not watch the trailer. Just go see it.
All right. Well, I've accidentally seen the trailer a few times, but
yeah, I mean it's everywhere. But try not to watch it and go see it. And I also saw Weapons, which Jeff told me I should watch, and he was 100% right. That movie was great. No idea where it's going for like an hour and 20 minutes in. You just don't.
Did your wife watch it?
She did not. She read the spoiler.
Pretty substantial spoiler. Yeah.
Is Shea Langoliers this year's Cal Raleigh? I see this question. By the way, excellent wordplay right there. I don't know. I will tell you that Jeff drafted him in fantasy, and he has beaten the hell out of me in week 1 in 4 leagues.
4 leagues, 4 Langoliers on my team. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked great. I mean, he just brutalized the Braves for 3 games. My boy Brent Rooker couldn't hit his way out of a wet paper bag right now.
Yeah, I've got Rooker, and he's struggling. Wills, all right, this is true, but not everyone has the same discipline to make their money work for them, and sometimes getting a payment for the next several decades is a wise financial decision. So yes, you have to make your own decision.
But think about it, Jeff. This was like mid to late 90s. Imagine if you take that lump sum and you go out and you buy all the Star Rubies, all the credentials, all those Michael Jordan inserts from the 90s.
I'm sure that's what Bonilla would have been spending it on too, for sure.
Surely that's what Wills would have been doing, Yeah. And there'd be rockets to the moon with his name on them. Yeah. Hopefully they wouldn't be blowing up with the same regularity that we're seeing. That we're seeing now. Yeah. Well, it's still $1 million. On release day, right? Back in 2023, Jeff, you just sit there on eBay and you just hit the bins every time that card comes up.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, we're still waiting for my sons to get back from PSA. Can't come back fast enough. He's got to get it back so he can sell it before this Ohtani all aces bubble collapses. Yelly, oh man, I hope it's his golden mirror image. Yeah, it was a great swing by Yelly. Huge game for the Brewers.
Is that the pinch hit home run?
Yeah.
That was very cool. That was like off the bat, gone immediately.
No, and just the way he tosses the bat, yells at the dugout. It's
I see some. Is Kurtz doing anything? He is not. He is striking out at an alarming rate, at a very alarming rate. But I mean, again,
is it a James Woodsian rate?
Oh, well, Jeff, I mean, I have both of them on my dynasty team facing you. So, I mean, unfortunately, strikeouts against is not or fortunately, it's not a category we use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kurtz did not make much contact against the Braves. I got to say, he did not look good. The leadoff experiment, I think, is over. He'll figure it out, though. He's too good.
It's just again, tough. We talked about this with these young players. the league makes adjustments to them, and then it's up to them to make adjustments back. And we saw that with James Wood in the second half last year. We're still kind of waiting for his momentum to swing back to him making adjustments. It's just so tough. So I'm not surprised that Kurtz is doing that, but he showed that he was a really good contact hitter last year. So I expect him to play out of it.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. I just Thorson, thank you. I'm always looking for any Mark Messier cards that show him holding the Stanley Cup. I am on the prowl for at all times.
And here's a question for Chris, as he is the CEO of SSPs.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, I would say
in similar variations.
Jeff, I think you agree, right? The good thing about those cards is they use the flagship design, and they're just usually adding the phrase "rally time," "walk this way," "sock it to me," dugout peaks.
Dugout peaks, yeah.
So, I mean, I consider those all SSPs. And for the purpose of SSP Thursday, I love seeing some of those cards. And the new ones that are in 2026 celebration, there's some really great images in there. There's a cool Ohtani in the dugout. There's a cool Judge in the dugout. There's some really runs. That's that.
Stay safe, Affinity. Yeah, the Midwest is getting hammered. Yesterday, they already postponed today's Chicago White Sox game because of that weather front in there. So stay safe.
Yeah, here. I'm going to switch over here. Okay. If you guys can see my screen, is it big enough, Jeff? Hold on. Let me zoom in.
Yeah, try to make it a little bigger.
Yeah. I just didn't want to take the time to click on each one individually. Oh, here we go. Okay. So here are some of the images in 2026 Top Celebration, these Dugout Peaks cards. Like we got Kel Raleigh again with the trident, and looks like some seeds hitting him.
Like that.
Yeah, look at Ohtani taking some hacks in the dugout. Kind of reminds me of Mike Piazza's beach hacks in that episode of Baywatch, Jeff.
Oh man, if anybody hasn't seen the tremendous talent on display in front of the camera on the beach by Mike Piazza, you got to check out Baywatch.
Yep. I'm sure it's streaming somewhere. Yeah, and this, by the way, this is a very cool Ohtani card, and it's only right now. I'm seeing these prices at like $250 and under for an image of him with a bat. It almost feels cheap.
It's much rarer than his all aces. I'll tell you that
for sure. We got Caglione. A lot of verbiage and stuff on this card: dugout peaks, the eyeballs, and the rookie card shield.
Yeah, it's a little busy. Thick Boy says Junior Caminero is a good one.
All right, well, hopefully we'll get there. I can't tell if maybe he's getting the silent treatment here because that guy behind him does not seem like he could care less.
Maybe it was after his first hit, perhaps. And he's just,
I don't know. Someone can Google image that one. There's Roman Anthony. He looks way too clean. Like that's got to be pregame.
Dave's Braves card says he wished they didn't have parallels. I get that. Yeah, traditionally most SSPs don't have parallels, so it's kind of stretching it a little bit. But
yeah, I don't know who said Junior Caminero, but yeah, look, can you see that card in the middle of the screen?
Yeah,
that's worth me clicking on.
That is not my stuff, but whoever that Jeff is, that's nice to have that.
That's really cool. I like that a lot. That's a nice looking card. Vlad's a little bit boring. Here, let me get back over here. Yeah, that Caminero is cool.
Rally Mantis, our resident Royals fan, confirming that it was the silent treatment after his first homer.
That's awesome. They got that on a card.
Yeah.
I have to track one of those down. I like this Riley Green. We'll just show Raptor that one. The Bobby Witt though, Jeff. I don't know.
Looks kind of posed. I like the blue uni.
Jeff, there's a lot of baby blue. We're talking like sleeves, gloves, the belt, the helmet.
Maybe it's a Father's Day picture.
That's a lot. That's a lot of blue. But yeah, these cards are really nice. And they don't seem to be expensive. Kyle Schwarber, that's hilarious because that's how he spends most of the game.
Yep. That's a spot.
Yep. So I actually, for most people, I would say that card stinks, but for a DH with that build, I like it. Yeah, that's a cool Juan Soto. It almost looks like the eyeballs are looking, for the muscle there.
Yeah, checking out his biceps.
Yeah, but yeah, I totally agree. I wish there weren't parallels and these were a lot more rare, but it's the world we live in. Their Topps needs to sell more product. They have to print more cards. I don't get this Aaron Judge one. I feel like the picture would have been if he was like 2 seconds after when he's running through the gauntlet and getting all those high fives. But,
Yeah, that's interesting.
Maybe someone likes glutes as much as I do. Good form
face and glutes.
Base and glutes. All right, we got Austin Riley, kind of a leisurely dugout peaks. I don't know how he made the checklist, Jeff. He played like 60 games last year, and they didn't play them well.
Well, he was in the dugout, right? eBay 1 of 1 right there, Chris.
Oh, man. That's a good call, though. He did spend a lot of time in the dugout. All right, another Aaron Judge, more Roman Anthony.
Right. Wills was in Laguna Beach last week, took it back to the beach.
We got to get our hacks in, Jeff, any way we can.
With them rebooting Baywatch, as we know from this week, Libby Dunn made the news because she's starring in the new Baywatch, and perhaps that was what was distracting Paul Skeens. But maybe she'll get Skeens on. Maybe he can rescue somebody on the beach.
Oh, he could do. Maybe he's just firing balls to get like against the side of the lifeguard tower or something. He's got to be doing the opposite of Piazza.
Yeah, maybe like a shark is coming, and so he's firing balls to knock the shark out like 100 feet out into the ocean. The shark's coming right at a guy on a surfboard.
Yep.
And Libby Dunn screams for help. Nobody can get to him. Skeens turns around with his bucket of balls and starts slamming that shark's eyeball with his fastball.
Jeff, I mean, we're just giving away Hollywood gold here. I almost want you to stop talking so we can get this copyrighted and trademarked.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right. Well, everybody, if you heard that, don't give them that idea. Wait till we sell it.
And I want to say, honestly, 100%, I would watch that.
Oh yeah,
if that was a movie,
I would watch it too.
I'm watching it.
Affinity Cards. That's what would make it so good.
Yeah, just dead.
He's got kind of shark eyes. Yeah,
I gotta say, I like this Lindor.
Oh yeah, no, it's like after the game, or lights have went out. Everybody's left the dugout. He's still there.
I think he's waiting. He's waiting. He's like in the hole. He's waiting for his chance to go up, and maybe the opposing team is making a pitching change or something. I don't know.
Why is it so dark in the background?
I don't know. It's cool though. I like all the negative space. And they put him front and center. I like it. Yeah, Dylan, I totally agree with the black border with all that dark behind him looks really good. Bucket of ball.
Oh, John Mayer. Son just pulled the base version. Cool.
Hey, that's an awesome card. By the way, I may have mentioned this before, Jeff, but your Paul Skeens throwing baseballs at sharks idea.
Yeah.
Which again, that should not just be discarded. I think if anyone's watching, M. Parsons, maybe take out your notepad for future script ideas. In like the early 2000s, I came out here and out to LA. I did an internship working for like a screenwriting management company. And one of my I was like me and a couple of people were like the first row of readers, for scripts that were sent in. And we got a script. I know I mentioned this before, so I'll be quick about it, but we got a script called Baseball Cop. And it was about a guy who was, I think he was like thrown out of Major League Baseball for whatever reason, but he could still throw like 100 miles an hour. So he became a cop, but he would refuse to carry a gun. So as the script went on, he would just grab items and hurl them at suspects with pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah, so maybe somewhere deep in the recesses of my mind that was in there when I came up with the Skeens bucket of balls idea.
And you might not remember this aspect of the script, Jeff, but it was a hard R thriller, and it was like a serial killer. Like it was a dark movie. It was as if I don't know. It was as if The Naked Gun, fruit carts all over the place. It was as if like imagine The Naked Gun, but like they're tracking like the killer from Seven. Like it was an insane combination of genres. It
sounds to me like then he was throwing a lot of adult related items too. Was he going through some of these stores?
No, and him throwing stuff was written very seriously. Like I wish I kept the copy of it.
You should have. That's the Blind Justice of movies. Remember Blind Justice, the TV show?
Blind. I was thinking there's a movie called Blind Fury with I think Rutger Hauer plays like a blind swordsman. Anyway, we are way off track again.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were a lot of fruit carts. But yeah, I maybe I could find that online somewhere. I wish it would get made. All right, let's go. I want to see if there's any more dugout peaks I missed. Okay, let me get back to here. We got Tatis smiling. Yeah, these cards look good. I like that they're mostly horizontal too. And of course, Gunnar Henderson high-fiving the dugout. That seems to be par for the course. Wow, Austin Riley's the only Brave. All right, James Wood.
Smiling.
Hope they didn't just strike out before they took that photo. Oh, Jeremy Pena. All right, so yeah. Long story short, yeah, I think these celebrations. I've heard anecdotally. I'm going to stop sharing. People are really enjoying the celebration boxes. Like they're getting some fun stuff. We know Scotty B did a video about with his box, and he seemed to like it. Good song, followers.
Chris, will you put the trivia link up there again? Yes. And while you're doing that, I have a couple shout outs. My first shout out is to my son, who was in spring break camp this week, and they play games there and they can earn tickets and tokens, and my daughter as well. And they brought me back some stuff. This sweet sapphire looking Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's really a Panini sticker.
That's cool.
150 tickets. This Giannis card. Prism. Okay. And here's the coup de grace. Let me take it out of the case so you can really see. And I feel like PSA might have some competition here. This is a SAG card. 10.
A SAG 10?
Yes.
I thought when you first said SAG card, I was like, you got someone's Screen Actors Guild card from this.
That's kind of what I thought when I looked at this. Maybe it's a group of actors that are doing the grading. So anyway, shout out to my son for spending his hard-earned tokens on old dad, my first SAG slab. Does not look like my SAG card. I wonder if I have that here. No, those just look like a credit card, and they're kind of boring. Gotcha. Not as exciting as that.
I'm going to interrupt your shout outs. Mad City Brew, I just looked this up while Jeff was talking. Dugout Peaks, the base are 1 in 320 packs. So I would say that, yes, that's a pretty tough pull out of a celebration product.
Yeah.
I will point out, though, Jeff. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Those are Walk This Way. Let me see if it mentions. Here we go. We can get the full pack odds here. Mascot Dynasty autograph patches, Jeff, are 1 in 24,000 packs. I know you have been anxiously.
That Bernie Brewer auto.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, real quick. Walk This Way are 1 in 320. Dugout Peaks are 1 in 534.
Oh, so they're even more rare.
Yeah, they're even more rare. And I'm trying to see if we get, I mean, I assume the parallels are going to be getting extremely rare.
This is good to know, John. He says 2 boxes of celebration for his son, hit a Dugout Peaks, a Chipper Relic, a Christian Campbell Independence Day, and a Jackson Holiday team border. With my son's birthday coming up, that's good to know because better hits than my hobby box. Yeah, that sounds better than most hobby boxes.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised the regular parallels are in there.
Oh, like Independence Day?
Yeah. I didn't realize that they put the usual parallels are also mixed in there. Interesting.
I didn't either. Yeah.
Dave's Braves cards. Actually, I have one of these I'm going to pull up. Jeff, did you want to do another shout out while I
yes, while you're doing that, I did want to shout out to there were at least a half dozen people that reached out to me this week that said they were buying cards using our QR code up here or the link. So really appreciate that. That means by next week, maybe I can get a new 6-pack and Chris can get a new maker. So thank you for supporting the channel that way. Remember, you just buy your usual stuff on eBay, but go through either the QR code there or the link, which I'll put in here. And it's also in the description of every video. And we get a few cents. So thank you.
Yeah, Jeff, opening day was a long, that Friday was a difficult day here. Jake was over for like 6 hours, 7 hours. And that does damage.
That box was pretty full. I mean, that bottle box.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That bottle is pretty full.
Yeah, I did. Hold on. I wanted to shoot. Now I lost her.
Back a wax collector. That would be way too easy. They don't want to make it easy. So appreciate those of you who managed to sift through their stuff. And I'll put it right here.
I want to, let me see if I can for that. Dave's Braves cards mentioning the hidden mascots that are in celebration. And Jeff, see if can you spot the mascot that is hidden on this Paul Skeens card?
I laughed out loud when he posted this and I commented, oh yeah, you can see my comment right there. Hidden mascot. Yeah. It's not quite like those 2008 Cubs cards or 7 Cubs cards where they have actual people hidden in there. This is
this is really funny.
I mean, it's just like a mini mascot chasing them from behind.
Yeah, I mean, he could at least like peek out like from the way. Maybe that could be interpreted strangely, but I saw this card and like you, I thought this was hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stonefield. I don't know if you pulled this or not, but
he said it's out of 10.
Yeah, well, it's the black parallel. I will point out. I'm going to give Topps some credit here, Jeff. I think it's very cool that they matched the Skeens jersey to the mascot jersey. Like, so they're both wearing the pirate black jersey.
Was that intentional or random?
I'm giving them credit for that because that looks really good together. If he's wearing like the white home jersey, it wouldn't look as good. But at least they got
a lot of credit. Yes, it looks good, especially with the black border. But
yeah, it looks like Stonefield. I believe he says he pulled this, which is your son pulled it. That's incredible. I mean, that's pulls Paul Skeens black border out of 10. That's awesome. That's probably the best pull. I don't know. Maybe that isn't your son's best pull, but that's incredible. Congrats to you guys. That's a great pull. I had that one queued up to talk about today because I think I want to see more of these. I want to see if the level of hidden approaches like some of those Topps holiday cards. I have one of those pulled up as well.
Oh,
Jeff, your son is good at spotting. I stared. Topps holiday collector today shared a Cabrian Hayes card today.
Oh,
and I looked at it for. I think I stared at it for 5 minutes and then just gave up and read his description of it. I could not find what made it an SSP. But I know your son is real good at spotting that stuff.
Yeah, the color specifically on that Cabrian Hayes made it tough.
I mean, well, plus my eyes are not what they used to. There it is. Okay, here, let's pull this one up while we're. Yeah, here's the Cabrian Hayes shared by our good friend holiday collector. He even put like, don't look on the right. Don't look on the right. Even it's an SSSP. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be real subtle. And I just could not track it down. But
even when you got to the bottom of the card,
it's tough. It's hidden by the RC shield down there. And that
it is. You're right. I mean, you don't see much of the metal. That's right. Emophobic. It is the ice skate.
It's the ice skate. But yeah, if he didn't say it in his caption, we wouldn't even be alive now. I'd still be staring at this card trying to figure it out, Jeff.
Yeah, it's not quite as obvious as some of them with the candy cane sleeve or bat or moose ears on the Jackson Churio.
Okay, now, all right, so Topps Holiday is saying the background is ice, so that makes it easy to see. Now, raise your hand, Jeff, if you saw ice in the background of this guy.
I just saw white. I saw white with those hanging things.
I just think it's really cool that there's this whole product, and if you understand it, you can spot this stuff, and that gets me kind of excited because there's a lot of stuff you and I look for that other people don't notice. Yeah. And now we have this that we just can't see.
Oh yeah, my son loves looking through these.
Oh yeah. No, I was in the car when he was ripping them, and he was like, "Oh, this one has cookies on the back, and this one has," I'm like, wow. His attention to detail is lady skate. Hey, a good skater can skate in anything.
Yep, that's right. The hidden elf. Hard to find.
Yep. But yeah, Topps Holiday, thanks for sharing that one. And thank you for continuing to educate us on this product. Because it is fun to open when they come in that like giant ornament.
Yes, my son loves those, which don't tell him, but I got another couple ornaments like that for his birthday. Michigan Cards and Graphs says, I think holidays should have multiple holidays of variations instead of putting Easter, Halloween parallels in flagship.
Let's not give them.
You mean like, a summer holidays. Okay.
Yeah, we're just going to keep getting more packaging.
More variations. Chris, before you show the next card, I want to give a shout out to friend of the channel and avid watcher, a birthday shout out to Ken Kolscher. Ken, thanks for watching the show with us. We understand your daughter told us that you watch us every week, which is crazy that you're still sticking with us, but much appreciated. So happy birthday, 60th birthday on April 4th. Thank you for spending your birthday week with us. So your daughter wants to let you know how special you are. So happy birthday.
Yeah, I believe she said that you watch the show while you're organizing your cards. And that's pretty fantastic. I hope we all have that opportunity in our lives to take like 2 hours out of our week and just focus on baseball cards entirely. Close everything else out and just focus here on cards. That's amazing.
And as you know, Chris, you can always organize cards.
Always.
Yeah.
All right, let me me just minimize that. Okay. Ooh, give me a second.
I hope everyone watched the Artemis 2 launch. If you did, thank you. That was wild. And then I was watching when they were having difficulty communicating. They were trying to figure that out, but they got that figured out. So now, as I understand, starting tomorrow, they're going to make their trip toward the moon. Curator, so if you can fill us in on any details, give us any inside info, that would be awesome.
Yeah, because I believe in our Discord, Curator Cardboard, who is way smarter than all of us and works for NASA, he put a link in there. I think we can follow the mission. But yeah, if you could let us know when the moon landing is expected.
There's no landing, Chris. They're just doing a flyby this time.
Oh, just a flyby? Okay.
Well, a flyby, but we're going to supposedly get good views of the moon. They're streaming on YouTube 24 hours a day. So I checked this morning, and the astronauts, as I was told by the narrator on there, that they were taking a rest after a busy day yesterday.
I'm sure I much earned. Well,
and there was a problem with the toilet, Chris. So you got to get that figured out before.
Yeah, they've got. I mean, that's very important.
Pesky, does the Judge 1/1 record sale higher than the Wagner? Tell us where the hobby is going. Vintage is dying. Love to hear your comments. Well, please check out our spitball and video from last week where we talked exactly about this and directly compared to that Judge to the Wagner or a 52 Mantle and what you'd rather have and why. So we did talk a lot about that. I don't know if it says too much about the greater hobby, because that's an area where most of us don't deal with seven-figure cards.
Yeah, let's poll the electorate here. If you had $5 million that somehow you were able to spend on sports cards, which card would you rather have? The Judge 1/1 auto, first Bowman Chrome auto, or a Wagner T206? And I think it was a fairly low. What was the grade?
It was a 1. It was a 1. But they ended right about 5 million.
Yeah. Yeah, thick boy, you're right. The last thing we need are malfunctioning toilet in space. There's enough in space without the worry.
That's what I thought when I turned it on too. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm excited to see it. And then we just see the outside of the ship while they're resting. But toilet is fixed. Very good. I think there is a Tops Now. Somebody was talking about the Tops Now of the Artemis before. Spartan Dome, are you auditioning for the upcoming fake moon landing? I did get to be in the Kobayashi Maru scene of Star Trek, J.J. Abrams' Star Trek. So that was the closest I've come to being in space, which was very cool. But no moon for me. We're getting Wagner, Judge. Rather have the guy watch play.
Okay.
Definitely Wagner's. In the video, I said that I think the Judge has more room to grow. So if you're looking for something that you're just kind of looking to flip in the short term, that the Judge would be the way to go. I think the Wagner is going to be pretty steady for the next, say, 5, 10, 20 years. So that if you're doing a full PC card, like you're never getting rid of it, you're going to pass it down, I would probably take the older one. But if you're looking to maybe make more money and then buy something else that you like better, the Judge might be the one to go.
Yeah, similar to what someone said. I said that the Wagner card is like Americana. It almost like transcends the sport and the hobby. Like people know about that card. It's famous. It's got like, whether accurate or not, it's got a really great legend around it. Yeah. It's just a really cool thing. But that Judge is a 1/1. It's a really, really tough call. Honestly, I think I would take the Judge, and that sounds crazy for me to say, but the more I think about it, the more, yeah, Pesky, you could sure as hell lose money on the Judge. I think you could lose money on the Wagner too.
True.
There's nothing in this hobby that's 100% stable. Like, if it all goes down, it all goes down.
Kenneth, thanks for taking a break from your organizing, and you're very welcome. Thanks for
happy birthday
the channel. Cheers.
Cheers to you. It's just another excuse for us to continue.
There was one other. This.
Yeah, of course.
Kind of, yes, we're all in this boat. Yeah. Sell either and buy a gold version of the Judge for a lot less, and you'd have a lot of money too.
If anyone can own If anyone in the chat or anyone we know could own a $5 million sports card and explain to their significant other why they're not going to sell it, I would love to be privy to that conversation because it feels like an impossible one. Like, yeah, sure, our 1-bedroom apartment is really cool, but I've got this card.
Well, it's got to be single, I would think.
Staley, you're right. And I think there is a world where 20 years from now, Judge right now, I would say, is more famous than Honus Wagner's ever been. All it would take is Judge winning a World Series trophy, and that $5 million card probably sells for $10 million.
Pesky would need it in writing that Chris is not going to draft Judge in any fantasy league, and then he'd be willing to keep.
That's fair. Hey, listen, you're looking right here. Who's got 2 thumbs and traded Judge for Wander Franco and a draft pick in a dynasty fantasy league? This guy. That's probably exactly what happened to poor. Well, I'll just stop saying that.
Text PC, another very real thing, another very real worry, and in general, why Chris and I have mostly stick to modern is because we like collecting players that we're watching and feel like you can be a part of their playing career. But other people prefer vintage because you don't have to worry about some of the troubles and injuries and potential strikes of modern day players. So.
All right, Crazy Cryptids, I think, with really the most important question we have heard. Was Aaron Judge part of Mr. Burns' original Ringer team? Jeff, I don't think he was.
I don't think so, but you know who was?
Wow.
This guy.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't part of the original team, Jeff. I think the original first baseman was also had also passed on. but he did end up being part of the team, yes.
Well, when they remake the version now, I'm sure he'll try to get Judge on the team.
I would assume so. Yeah. All right, hold on. Just want to. So the Braves game has started. If you guys saw me look like I was going to throw up for a second, Acuna struck out swinging again. He's off. It's just everything is a little bit off. Maybe it's a good time to buy him. I'm going to say that now because I don't think my wife is watching the show. But yeah, I assume he's going to figure it out.
Thank you, Curator, for the layout of the days. Affinity cards, I don't know much about Topps Inception at all, much less the silver signings. Chris?
I don't either. Topps Inception is not a set that Jeff and I pay a ton of attention to. I do know that a lot of their patch autos are stickers. So I would be very concerned. Don't put any real money into any sticker autos. Those are definitely have a ceiling. Joey K. He's already accomplished so much.
Yeah, he's building a nice floor into his cards, and it took a long time for Chris and I to buy his cards because he was injured throughout his didn't start playing till his mid-20s, early injured throughout his late 20s for the most part, and he's been getting healthier as you go, which is not like most players' trajectory. CP14 says, spitball talk about what cards go up. You guys often bring up advanced stats like weighted runs created plus. I think that is these advanced metrics don't play that big of a part in value growing. That's one school of thought, and there's a lot that goes into value. We've talked about that before. The player's market, where they start their career, where they end their career, if they stay in the same place, how big of seasons they have, not just their total career output, the charisma, how much we see them on TV. So there's a lot that goes into it. You're absolutely right. And
yes, we've debated the WAR thing a lot. There is no direct correlation between a player's WAR and a player's value. Like, legitimately, how good a player is doesn't always affect how good their cards are. There's just no, like, look at Matt Olson just annihilating that ball in Arizona. That's unrelated, but I'm throwing that out there. Hold on. Real quick, Jeff, there was a comment here I just wanted to get to from GWU Nuki. Oh, boy, I'm probably saying that wrong. I love the new Brave City Connect jerseys. Jeff, have you seen them? They took the 80s. Oh, I got to pull these up now. They took the 80s and ran with it. It's a little TBS theme. Hold on.
Oh, I like all that. I like what that's sounding like. I've just seen rumored Brewer jerseys surface, and I don't mind them. I have a lot of friends who hate them because they're kind of Mets color-esque. But no, I'd like to. I'm always up for seeing new City Connect. I'm going to miss the Brewers Brew Crew jerseys. I wish they'd wear them all the time.
I like those too. I thought those were really nice. Here is a.
So here in 2 straight posts, K. Duderino says they're terrible. Okay. Finity says they look great.
Yeah, I mean, I think these generally.
Yeah, I like. So they're kind of a throwback.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that hat too.
Yeah, I think these are cool. I will definitely, should we make it down to Truist, I'll definitely snag one of these. But I think they look good. I like it because they're extremely different, which is the whole point.
I like that a lot. We talked a little bit about it on Spitball and with the checklist coming out for Heritage and the lack of teams that actually using throwback jerseys and uniforms. I like how at least Atlanta's incorporating some throwback elements here, which is cool. And then I wouldn't mind if they did the rare City Connects as throwbacks, which they kind of did a couple years ago.
Yeah, they could definitely bring those back. Oh, excuse me.
So much baby blue on this episode. Yes, you're right.
Jeff, there was a comment from Keon. Shoot, I'm not great with names. Keomi Bain? That's not right. Hold on, let me find it. Where was it? Oh, that's it. Yeah. So this gentleman asked us on the Discord for a really nice modern Jackie Robinson card. Now he's got a ton of really cool image variations recently, and I'm curious in the chat here if anyone here not in the Discord or didn't see his question, if you guys have any recommendations for like a modern Jackie Robinson card. I will show you the one that I suggested, which I'm currently struggling to find, which maybe means that he bought it, which would be cool.
Maybe he did. Keon, let us know. Oh, hey, Jake's here. Jake's suggesting the 2022 Chrome SSP of Jackie.
That's probably the one that I had said. I think I'm just in the wrong year here. I'm looking on eBay right now, trying to find a picture of it. Is it the 2022? Yeah. Oh, nope, that's not it. Dang it.
Michigan Cards and Graphs says, with fewer throwbacks, it'd be cool if Heritage add Jackie Robinson Day and other special days that SSP checklist, like how Gypsy Queen used to. I would love that.
Yes.
Great idea.
That's a great idea.
42s out there. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, that is a great idea because the players love that day. It means a lot to them. And yeah, there's some really cool images. And I love it. Like those Gypsy Queen ones, some of them are real subtle. You know, it's hard to.
Ursa says 2023 Platinum Anniversary. Similarly, John Mayer says 2022 Chrome Platinum Anniversary, Jackie. Some of the parallels are great looking. DJ had the 2022.
Okay. This is the one that I had brought up. It's the 2020 SSP. And there's a little bit of like, kind of like a historical.
Is that his MVP?
Yes, that is him holding the MVP award that he won. And this was at a time, Jeff, when the MVP award was named after a horrible, horrible person, Kennedy Mountain Landis, who was, of course, an overt, outspoken racist. And one of the main reasons baseball was segregated for as long as it was.
Yeah.
So it is sort of satisfying in a way to see Jackie Robinson holding an award with that guy's name on it. I only hope that he was still alive and choking on his own rage when he saw this. So I like this card. It's got some historical significance to it.
Yeah, that's a really cool card. I've not seen that one. So that's a great
suggestion. It's pretty rare. The 2020 SSPs are really, really hard to find. I think Ben-Or14 on Instagram has a copy of this. I don't know of anyone else that has one.
Star Huddle's thrown out a 2013 Topps Chrome Gold Refractor 1953 Jackie Robinson. So what was it, like a 60-year anniversary?
Let's take a look, see if we can find an image of it. Oh wait, did he say 53, Jeff?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
2013 Topps Chrome Gold Refractor of the 1953 Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, this is very cool. And it's right in that price range, about $250 on eBay. Yeah.
And it's
very cool.
It's nice. Curator says the Caglione Golden Mirror has the Jackie 42 hidden in the background.
No way. Really? All right. Well, now we got to dig that out. Hold on. Let's see if we can find it.
And Platinum Anniversary, a lot of questions about that. Okay. I think Chris's sources have told him that Platinum Anniversary is coming back.
Yes, I have been told that this will come back. I believe the idea is like it won't be an annual product.
But like every other year or something.
They do want to keep making it, but just not consistently. How's that sound for a great idea? What was the Platinum Anniversary Jackie Robinson card, Jeff? That was mentioned. I just want to make sure I get the right one.
2022 and 2023. 2022, it was said that there's good parallels of that. John Mayer said 2022, and Jay Ursus had 2023.
All right, well, that's okay. This one came up first. Here's a 2023. Looks like an X Factor. Boy, the hats back then were really something, weren't they?
Yeah, just flat. I think they use it as a base also.
just absolutely shapeless.
Yeah.
And this is the 2022 again with that 53 design. But yeah, I mean the cool thing is he does have a lot of modern cards, and some of them are extremely rare, and a lot of them look great.
Cardboard Showcase is throwing out 2 great SSPs in 2020, one in Series 1 that is a close-up portrait, and one in Topps Update that is a black and white image.
Yes, hold on.
Is that where he's standing with the bat? Hold on. Bending down by the bats.
I know the update one is him like signing an autograph, it looks like. Okay, so, and these are definitely more affordable. This is the update. As part of that, like Legends black and white image set that, by the way, Cardboard Showcase has them all on his page. If you guys want to go take a look and see what they all look like together, it's impressive. Is that the SSP? Oh yeah, there we go. And then here's the SSP out of Series 1. Look how clean that uniform is, Jeff. There's absolutely no way this took place after even 2 pitches of the game were thrown.
No, that's not a game used.
Absolutely not. No, he would have already slid or dove at least once or twice.
Dylan points out, hate to be that guy, but for $250 you could buy a nice vintage Jackie, which is a great point. But if you're looking for a modern one,
I don't know if that's really true. Like, Dylan,
what vintage Jackie?
What vintage Jackie could I afford at $250? And what sort of horrific house?
Oh, it'd be like pinholes glued into a scrapbook.
Yeah, I mean, 250.
Dylan says 1954 Topps low grade.
Okay, all right. Ooh,
Jackie Robinson eBay bump incoming. Yes, they're gonna go buy him. Yes. Well, if you do, please use our.
There is I will tell you guys that an absolute dream card. Yeah, it's got to be. And thank you, Dave. It's got to be like we're talking like authentic. There's no card I think in the hobby that I would love to. If Jeff and I ever decide to get out of Ohtani, I think the card I would push us to buy would be one of those like 48 or 49 Leafs.
Those Leafs
with an authenticated Jackie auto. I think that might be
they're few and far between that and the Hank Aaron rookie auto too, man.
Yeah, but that Jackie, I just long term in terms of baseball, the history, the significance of anything. I mean, I feel like that might be the best baseball card you could get.
Yeah, what are you looking at for those already though?
Oh, I mean a lot. I don't know. I've never even looked at them. I don't know. We probably. I doubt if we liquidated our Otanis, we probably couldn't afford one. You know, but who needs a house? Like I said,
that much. Really nice one-bedroom apartment. I'd be too nervous if they're that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dylan says, "Yo, that I know exactly the card you're talking about. That is cool. I think that's the one that says Leroy on the front. It's like Leroy Satchel Page. I think. I like that card. All right, give me a second. We put the trivia link in here one more time. It's more vintage talk, Jeff, than I think we've really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Keon because I don't know how to pronounce the rest. But yeah, there is a cool 2020 Willie Mays as well.
So look at if you want to crowdsource your card picks, hop over to our Spitball and Discord and join our Patreon. It's another benefit.
Yeah. Or I mean, we're happy to help out as much as we can here. Yep. But there you get 24/7 access to some of the best and nerdiest minds in the hobby, Jeff, we have to say.
The 53 Bowman Pee Wee Reese, is that the sliding shot?
It's got to be. I think that's 50. Is that 53? 54? 50? I think it is 53 because I think it's one of those with no name on the front.
Oh, it's when he's jumping over.
Yeah, that's the jumping shot. Yeah. Oh, boy. All right. I put that trivia link in there. Hop in there if you want to. There is an eBay listing ending in 1 minute and 12 seconds that Jeff and I want to bid on. So I am going to attempt to triple task.
In 12 seconds?
1 minute and 12 seconds.
Okay. We got some time then. We got plenty of time.
Just enough time for me to talk about something else and get totally distracted.
Yeah. Deuterino, you're right. The 48 Leafs. Yeah. Incredible history pieces.
Right? I did want to just generally say, we'll do trivia first and then we'll start talking about the SSPs, but there was there was some really random and fun SSPs posted today, Jeff.
Yes, it was awesome. It was a great day for SSPs.
Yeah.
Great way to start the 2026 season. My high, speaking of eBay bump, did anyone buy that Heritage Gold Arcia from last week? I kept getting updates, people on the Discord and in my IG about how many viewers, how many watchers were on that Arcia. Did anybody buy it?
No, it is still available. I was actually going to pull it up at the end of the show, but I give me a second. Hold on. Our listing ends in 11 seconds. I don't want to mess this up. My Wi-Fi is getting stretched to the limit here, so I can't snipe.
Drew, you get into trivia by Chris put the link in there. So the link is in there a couple times. You can click on that, and it should send you to the trivia page.
Yep, I'll throw it in one more time.
Yeah, I'm surprised no offers came out, Michigan Cards and Graphs. You're right. That seems like something that they would have been sending out offers when he saw an explosion of interest in his Orlando.
What I would love, Jeff, I would love anyone who's in the chat now and watching this later. By the way,
thank you, Thorson. Thorson just became a spitballing legend. Join the fun. Get over there.
So I'll show you the card that Jeff and I were bidding on. And as you can see here, we did not win this auction. We finished second.
Second place. Imagine that.
So I don't know if Newbies Cards won this.
Maybe Thick Boy put a $500 mega bid in there.
Maybe Thick Boy. I really wanted a copy of this. This is Pedro's second flagship black card. It's from 2004. You know, if you're a Red Sox fan or generally aware of baseball, 2004 is a pretty big year.
Still skinny Pedro then too.
Yep. I like to think that this pitch hit someone right in the back, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So as we mentioned, this is the Orlando Arcia card. It is still sitting there. Now, my dream scenario, if you're in the chat now, if you're watching us live or you happen to catch this over the weekend, please find this card on eBay and watch it. I would love to see this card have like 100+ watchers.
There's only 19 watchers, according to one Yount fan. Come on, guys. We can do better than that. Hit the like button and then go find this and watch it.
Yeah, throw a watch on this. I want this guy to wake up in the morning and see 100+ watchers and just be like, what is going on? Why is my card so popular?
I thought he would already say that with whatever, with the 19 watchers. Because I think there were like 3 when you opened it up.
No, Jeff, I was the first. I live watched, and I was the absolute first watcher. Yeah. T-Corn won. I mean, thank you. I enjoyed making that video because I felt like there were some good debates back and forth, and in the comments was absolutely fantastic. People were very fired up.
People were very angry at the Spitballing crew for that video.
But I think stuff like that means like there's passion out there. People love what they love. I really enjoyed making that video. What if I just buy it? And I really enjoyed the reaction to it. I like it when we get a fired up response in the comments, Jeff.
People were fired up. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. If you haven't watched that, go check out on Spitballing Cards. Is the gold parallel dead? There were some very strong reactions both in the video and in the comments. So please watch that and let us.
There was one comment I particularly enjoyed, and it was like
32 watchers. Chris, 32 watchers.
Nice. There was a comment that's like, this guy Jeff is an idiot. Like everything he said is so dumb. I just can't believe he even allows himself. And it went on and on. And then it was like, I don't even care that he's a Braves fan. And I was like, oh, wait a second.
I was like, I wasn't even on the show. I wasn't even part of that episode.
Yeah. I was like, that means he's talking about me. 32 watchers. All right. Yeah. Let's see if
he has it listed twice, apparently.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we shouldn't be. I can't imagine 2 people graded this. It has to be the same card twice.
Thorsten, we could all pay $2 for it and throw a wrench at his hobby market.
It would be amazing, honestly, if it didn't matter. If we crowdsource this and we just paid the full price. I feel like other channels, someone, maybe Cage Lawyer, like Neo for sure would be like, what is up with this Orlando Arceus sale that happened on eBay over the weekend? That commenter was so, yeah, probably, yeah.
What would be great is if we did crowdsource it and then we just had to keep sending, so everybody could have it for a week, and then they'd have to send it to the next person on the list. So by the end of the year, it would get around to all 50 people, hopefully, without being lost in the mail.
I mean, I mean, at that point, Jeff, we're just donating money to the Postal Service.
Here's our crack research team. Landis died in 44, so he was not alive to see that MVP, right? Because wasn't the MVP later?
Yeah, I think it was 47, maybe. No, 47, 48, 49. I'm just going to keep listing numbers. Damn it.
Yeah, 46. Excellent, guys.
Okay. Wow, one of the years I didn't mention is really funny.
Oh, no, I think 46 is the number of watchers.
Oh, okay. All right, that's better. Okay, awesome.
Maybe?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we did crowdsource it, Jeff, it would have to be a trivia prize. Like, there's no better way to do it.
Trivia prize. Mile High says, bring it to a baseball game. It has to see all stadiums by 2030. You got to get a picture of you holding it at a stadium.
Yeah. It'd be like the Polaroids of the gnomes in that movie Amelie. We just have Orlando Arcia traveling the globe.
Yes.
$1,000 card.
Globe and elsewhere. Sure 1949, and we've got 49 watchers. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Oh, it can't be. It can't be. Yeah, hold on. Let me refresh this. Oh, we're at 51 watchers, Jeff. 32
in real time.
Oh, that's fantastic. My favorite eBay listing.
And Keon is endorsing the Discord, and you got his name right.
I mean, you can't ask me for more than that. That's pretty much all I'm capable of on a daily basis. Okay. All right. We got a pretty good number there in trivia, Jeff. I say let's run trivia, and then we'll get into some really cool cards that we saw today.
Great.
Okay. All right. Give me a second. Let me let's launch this. Then we will share.
It's the Blabbin difference. You can get 40 viewers in a night. Spartan Domer hit watch. I knew you meant Sailor Dylan.
Okay.
Shelly, while we're doing this, so on Spitballin' Cards, which is Chris and me and Teapot and Filmington and Scotty B, we do videos every week, free videos, but then we have Patreon, which you can pay $10 a month for, and then you get another video every week. Plus, you can join our Discord, which is now up to over 200 people in there. And it's just a topic. It's basically kind of like this chat, but all the time. You can go on there anytime. There's different topics you can talk about: buy, sell, trade, what's going on, what you're watching, sealed wax, superfractor, stuff like that. So, yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, feel free. You give it a try. You can give it a 7-day free trial and then cancel if it's not worth it. And
one thing I love about it, Jeff, you can send a message at any hour, and there's someone on there. Like, I'm usually up really late. Yeah. Jeff is up really early. Filmington sleeps like 45 minutes every 2 weeks, so he's usually on there. Yeah, Thick Boy, there are a lot of threads. It's hard to stay focused. We tried to delete some, but
we had our auction royally cheesed. We lost it. Chris showed you that was our auction for the night.
Yeah, that was our target for the night, and it did not work out. I'm excited that other people are appreciate the flagship blacks, but also annoyed as hell about it, Jeff, because it means we don't get as many.
We don't get them nearly as much as we did before. Yeah. Sign up is through Spitball, and maybe when we're doing trivia, Chris could throw the link for the Patreon if you want to check it out there.
Yeah, Jay Ear said this is exactly, Jeff. You want to that is pretty much that's a perfect blurb, a perfect like tagline for the movie poster. Because if you've lost a card that you want, someone else in there is absolutely you'll see it pop up in the recent pickups, and you'll be like, son of a bitch.
I knew that.
Yeah, that's a really funny.
Scotty B constantly pumping Cards HQ. Scotty does work at Cards HQ now. He hasn't been pumping it very much, though, to be honest.
Well, he works for Jeff Wilson. He doesn't work at the He's not in the shop, but he does.
And he works more like with outside companies.
Yeah.
No, he'll leave his pumping to Billy Butler and Dynasty, perhaps.
Docs Cards, thanks for joining just in time for trivia.
I will give you guys this endorsement. We should ask Kay Deuterino if we can have permission to use this. And when we publish our first Spitballin' book, the value of what I've learned in the Discord chats far outweighs the sub price.
Wow.
All right. We got to send that to Filmington. He'll appreciate that.
Wow. That is, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear.
Chasing Majors, you're just in time as well.
That also, unfortunately, Jeff, that also means that's just someone else bidding against us for the cards that we want. That's how I read that comment. Okay. All right. Let me get the trivia. All right. We are almost at max capacity for trivia, Jeff. So we're going to run this. It is 7:08. Everyone has 1 more minute. When my clock hits 7:09, we're going to go. Jeff has not pre-screened these questions.
So the pronunciation and accuracy could all be in doubt.
Yeah, and remember, if the pre-selected, if the trivia answer is wrong, then you're wrong. Then you get points if that makes sense. You get points for being wrong. Can't change it now.
Yep.
Yeah, Jeff did make me correct one question though. He said it was a little too R-rated. He's probably right.
Well, we do have a few younger viewers in the audience.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We got to keep it. We're trying to cast a wide net here. Okay.
Great card, Dad. Glad your question got answered.
All right, so here we go. All right, time is up. Jeff, how's the voice? Clear the throat.
Ready.
All right, we got 90 people in trivia. Let's fight to the death. In 3, 2.
All right, those not in trivia, go get that gold refractor Roman Anthony.
Yeah. Speaking of fight to the death, that's all right. Here we go.
All right.
I just hope I didn't screw it up too bad.
We got this. We got it. Here we go. Who is currently leading Major League Baseball in home runs? Is it Yordan Alvarez, Shea Langoliers, Corbin Carroll, or Sal Stewart? No Aaron Judge on that list, I noticed, nor Shohei Ohtani.
Nor Acuna. I think Freddie Freeman finally hit his first.
He did. He hit one yesterday. 79% of you know that my favorite catcher, Shea Langoliers, is leading the league, and he's got 5.
Oh, yeah, he's got it. By the way, I'm having a panic attack.
That's almost impossible to get, Jason. So congratulations on your quick finish.
Yeah.
Okay. Barry Bonds has the most MVP awards with 7. Who has the second most? Teddy Ballgame, Mike Schmidt, Roy Campanella, or Shohei Ohtani?
I'm having a panic attack, Jeff, that there's a couple of visual questions, and I feel like I forgot to put the image in.
Well, so we'll make do.
Yeah, we'll describe it.
56% of you, a little over half, said Shohei Ohtani. He did pass those other guys with his 4th MVP last year. Jason G with another.
How is he doing this?
Magic fingers, 180 after 2 questions. That has to be a Blavin record. What Hall of Famer famously battled hemorrhoids during the 1980 World Series? Was it Steve Carlton, Mike Schmidt, George Brett, or Ricky Henderson?
I'm not sure I spelled hemorrhoids right, Jeff. That looks wrong.
It looks right to me. It's a bizarre spelling word. I could pronounce it at least. I can't believe you capitalized it, but hey, it's important to the person that has it for sure. 61 of you said George Brett, who has many famous pooping stories as well. Tyler surges ahead, Clean Cards 5, and Jason G right behind him. 1985 Topps features the rookie card of what Hall of Famer? Mark McGwire, Kirby Puckett, Ryan Sandberg, or Roger Clemens? Ooh, this is a great question.
Man, by the way, I said I was trying to beat Clean Cards, and here he is in second place, Jeff.
Already, of course. Spelled correctly.
Yes.
40% of you went with Kirby Puckett. Well done. Mark McGwire and Roger Clemens are not in the Hall of Fame, and Ryan Sandberg was 1983.
All right.
Lincoln Thomas, Cardboard Showcase, and Wills. Tom Seaver and Nolan Ryan won the 1969 World Series with what team? Orioles, Reds, Mets, or Athletics? I believe their nickname was the Amazons. Is that right, Chris?
I think it was the Miracle.
The Miracle Mets.
Yeah. Woo!
94% of you knew that it was the Mets. Well done.
Wow. Good job. That's a pretty high percentage, Jeff.
Did Seaver win another championship?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Lincoln Thomas first. Whose 2026 Topps Legend SSP is this? Is that Hank Greenberg, Ted Williams, Joe DiMaggio, or Bob Feller?
I want this card, Jeff.
That's a really cool card. I've not seen that one, but yes, it's obviously somebody who spent time in the service, which I know at least 3 of those on there were. Is that Ted Williams?
It is not. That is Hank Greenberg.
Wow.
Fantastic card. One of my favorite SSPs to come out of Series 1 so far.
Jason G and Christmas Collector, both with that right. Who was the World Series MVP for the 2015 Royals? Eric Hosmer, Salvador Perez, Alex Gordon, or Brewers legend Lorenzo Cain? This one, there was a lot of extra time.
Was there? Oh, I see that. Well, it's the Royals. By the way, I'll fill this time. If you go back and look at that roster, how in the hell did that team win the World Series, Jeff? It makes no sense.
It makes no sense. Career years all around. Yeah. And this MVP might be pretty important when it comes to things.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
39% of you said Salvador Perez. People are going to know him as a lifetime Royal, hopefully, and that might get him in the Hall of Fame. Jason G, Christmas Collector, and Wills. 1, 2, 3. What is this Ohtani card besides an ass in the face? 2018 Topps Gold, 2025 Topps Archives, 2026 Topps Through the Years Golden Mirror, 2022 Panini Chronicles. You didn't warn me that this was going to be on there.
I know. Well, there's a lot of words, but thankfully I remembered the image.
37% of you were correct. This is as if he had a rookie golden mirror. This is what Topps imagined it would have been. Jason G, Christmas Collector. What is this Topps Chrome parallel called? Is it called the Frozen Refractor, the Frozen Fractor, the Ice Fractor, or the Goo Fractor? 69% of you said Frozen Fractor, and you are correct. Ectoplasm Fractor is similar, but green. Jason G. Wow, can he be caught? Last question. At the end of The Sixth Sense, we learned Bruce Willis is gay, an alien, a German terrorist, dead. I believe somebody early in the chat wrote this verbatim. I just didn't. Yeah,
it was pretty funny. They got it like exactly. I was like, oh, son of a gun. All right, so we've all seen the movie, and 4 of you, I appreciate you going for the humor. I just wanted to make Jeff say that. I was hoping he'd laugh, but he's stone-faced. He's a born actor. Professor's
Dugout doesn't like Goo Fractor.
Well, that was the edited version.
Christmas Collector in second place, 627, followed by or led by Jason G, 748. That's one of the all-time performances, Jason G. Winning by over 100 points.
That's crazy. And he was up in the beginning. Is that the same guy that got like 90 points the first question?
180 points after the first 2. Brian, that's why we warned about there being a spoiler alert. Sorry if you were one of the few who hadn't seen it.
Yep. Let's not even get into who Kaiser Soze is. I mean, we don't have time for that.
We'll save that for next week. Everybody go watch the Usual Suspects or you'll be ruined. Okay, so Jason G and Christmas Collector, you've got your choice.
Oh, that's funny.
The Ramirez out of 75 or the Ramirez. 2 Ramirezes. No relation. Game used. Badge.
Ooh. The Greenberg card is so cool. I really want
That's really cool. I have not seen that before. All right, let's go on a Greenberg run. Let's see how much that can be bumped up.
Yeah, Doc's cards. What happened, buddy? What happened? Your phone battery die?
Oof. Don't tell us you didn't see The Sixth Sense. Was that the rest of your points in that last question?
Man, oh man. Jason G, that's very impressive. I need to start to finish. And yeah, the Kobayashi Fractor. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I did see clean cards still in the top 10, but I mean, I think, that's about at least we bumped him out of the top 3, Jeff.
Congratulations, Michaela. Yelling answers from the opposite sides of the living room. There's nothing like, I believe the saying is the couple that trivia's together on Blabbin stays together.
Right. Yep. Something like that. We'll get that on a shirt.
Yes. It's very wordy, but we'll fit it on there. Emophobic have seen 0 of those Legends cards. How rare are they, Chris?
I believe the print run is about 25, give or take. So they're pretty rare. Greg Maddox is on the checklist. I have a couple Braves fan friends. We are all looking for it. Have not seen it. So
Ron Fig, this is an excellent question. If you would have watched last week's NCIS Origins, there was much talk about Reservoir Dogs. The guys were at a screening of Reservoir Dogs, and it might have been talked about in there. Great movie if you haven't seen it.
I love this. A House Divided. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong Jeff. Go ahead. All right, I got it. Yeah, a house divided when it comes to trivia. I like that you guys are trying to like sabotage each other too. It's a head game. That's what we're all playing.
Yeah.
Well, I see. Yeah, the Hank Aaron. I think so. Tribe Wax Collector here saying there's a Hank up for 2,700. I don't know if that's so Hank has a Through the Mirror or Through the Years. He also has a Legends. His Legends, Jeff, is when he was signing one of his contracts.
Yeah,
it's like him and the GM. That one's okay. It's better than Willie Mays by the Pool, but so far, Hank Greenberg and Larry Walker are my two favorites. Oh, that's very sweet, Michaela.
You've got a request from Drew. He likes the Guess the Card, where you just show a sliver of a card, similar to the Guess the Glutes.
Drew, I like those two. We will do more of those. Those just take a little bit longer, and
it should take some work.
Jeff can tell you, my time management is not good. And so
Chris is taking care of like 3.5 dogs now, so it's tough to find some time to pull some cards out.
Oh, who was that?
Oh, yeah, I almost picked up Dominic Smith today too. I can't believe he had another home run. I should have just done it. Stupid.
Jordan Lawler just took Reynaldo Lopez very deep. 424.
Instead, I picked nobody up. Now this is going to be like a 15-14 game.
Well, I hope not. I'd like to think that Reynaldo Lopez can keep the scoring under 14 runs. But it is in slow-mo. It's fun to watch his two-seamer just start on the outer half and come right to the dead center of the plate and just get launched. Okay. All right.
We haven't even really looked at any SSPs yet.
No, we haven't. We'll get to that. And yeah, that's the question. That would have been the question. Which of the Reservoir Dogs doesn't tip? That would have been the important question. But all right, let's look at some baseball cards. We're a baseball card show, Jeff. It's time to look at some cards. It's SSP Thursday. Traditionally, we start with Homer Dome cards. We're not going to break that tradition today.
No, this was a Brewer card I've never seen before. Very cool. I enjoyed his description that he's never one of my guys, to put it mildly, but still had to put this card. Great low angle shot. Him coming out of the dugout on the road. Yeah.
Oh, geez. Looks like Matt Perkins has had a hell of a start to his wax ripping year, buddy. It might be time to quit while you're ahead, or just roll that hot hand. I mean, I don't even know. I give we should not give any advice. Or if I give advice, to do the opposite.
Yeah. So keep ripping, in other words.
Yeah. Maybe that's it. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah. Unfortunately, Ryan Braun for a while, Jeff, was in that one dynasty league I'm in that you're not in. Ryan Braun was famous for being the greatest free agent pickup in that league's history for like a 6-year run. And then
because he came up like in May. Yeah, I managed to pick him up in a league, and he came up in May. Not huge fanfare like some of the other prospects, but once you had him, he was dominant pretty much from then until.
Oh, yeah. He was an absolutely incredible player. It was eclipsed when Aaron Judge went nuts in 2017. No one drafted him, not even the Yankee fans, but he was gobbled up pretty quickly. So he remains the best free agent pickup in that league. Something we discuss frequently in the offseason because, hey, nerds. Oh, there we go.
JG, you're getting the Manny. So please send me your address on Instagram, either to My Favorite Cardboard or Blabbin' Slabbin'. And then Topps Holiday, which I may have your address, but please send it anyway, just so I have it handy. We'll get the J-Ram. So those 2 cards going out. And thanks again for the donations for trivia prizes.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. We love those trivia donations are very, very generous, and we love just passing them on to our viewers.
Yep.
So this one comes from our very own Stale Cards, who was in the chat a minute ago. This is, if you guys that don't know, this is Felix Hernandez did the Mariners team commercials. I'll start there. Are spectacular. If you have 20 minutes or a half an hour to kill on YouTube, check them out. Every year they do some stuff. There's a great Griffey with Ichiro one from the late 2000, maybe 9-ish, 10 maybe. Very, very funny. So this is another team commercial that they did where Felix Hernandez turned into, and his alter ego was Larry Bertnandez. And so this SP from 2012 Topps is him in as Larry Bertnandez from that commercial. And it's awesome. And if you're a Mariners fan and you saw that commercial, you must have been so pumped to see this get on a card. So this is really cool. I'm glad Staley Cards shared this one because we talked about it in the Discord. It's really cool to see.
It's so cool. But while you're saying that, it reminded me, if you're not a fan of the Mariners or didn't have their local TV access 15 years ago, you probably pulled this and were wondering what the hell was going on with it.
Right?
Like, wait, what is he doing? What? Yeah, it's great.
I will say one note, as cool as it is, if Topps had gone the extra mile and called it Larry Bertnandez, put the name on there.
Yes.
That would have been absolutely, this might be a $500 card. Like that would have been really, really cool. Yes.
This one was
that was great.
Yeah. I've seen Jamie Moyer getting an ego boost throwing in front of a gun calibrated to kilometers per hour instead of miles per hour. They've got
that one's awesome. That one's been going around Instagram actually the last couple of weeks for whatever reason. Or maybe just my feed. But yeah, that one's great. Also,
that'd be great if we all got the offer at the same time.
Yeah, keep us updated.
Real Jackson, real quick to answer this question. Chris and I don't know a lot about his Ohtani's Japanese cards, so this is hard to say. I mean, if you're looking to sell it, an auction might be the best bet to do right now because his market is so hot. So I might lean that way.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Japanese Ohtani cards, Jeff and I, we don't know a ton about it. I don't know if you try to hit up Filmington or Scotty B Cards on Instagram, but I think what Jeff said, auctioning it is probably your best bet. If you're seeing comps that are pretty high, you can message me. I can put you in touch with someone at Fanatics if you want to run it on a Fanatics Collect auction. Yep. But yeah, I think that's probably your best way to get multiple.
And the most eyes get on it. Yeah. And most LCSs are trustworthy, but there are a few who do look for opportunities to pull one over. So we wouldn't want that to happen.
Yeah. Michaela dead on about the commercials. And also, just a missed opportunity. Those happen.
Image.
Yeah, that would have been great. All right, speaking of missed opportunities, I just wanted to briefly mention SFO Sox fan posted this cool Devers card from 2022. It says SSP. This is after he hit a home run against the National Sox in the playoffs on the last day of the year in DC. And then they had that sort of Cinderella run to the ALCS, Jeff, before Jordan and company finally knocked him out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you got to, in all your journeys on Instagram today, if you got to see my story version of this, but I put the musical accompaniment of Tiffany's Could Have Been on here, and the SFO Sox fan and I exchanged a few comments back and forth about it, but he says this is one of the greatest images on a Devers card, which, to be fair, isn't saying much because he's had some terrible cards, but this is an awesome image.
Yeah.
And it just reminds you of what could have been. He should have been a lifelong Red Sox. That's it.
Yeah, he really should have been. Yeah, this card is cool. You normally so if you guys are on Instagram, when SSP Thursday comes around, I will repost people's posts and I kind of try to write something clever. It's not clever, but I write something. Jeff does a really good job of accompanying music with each card. So I usually wait after my wife goes to bed and I'm cleaning up the dishes or whatever. I will just put your stories on at max volume, and it's like listening to
you can just listen through them.
Yeah.
But
yeah, those Mariners commercials are great. A bunch of people in the comments have talked about this year. There was a Cal Raleigh one where he was, if I saw correctly, Hal Bally, kind of paying homage to the earlier commercials. So feel free to check that one out as well.
Jordan is on a heater. Yes, absolutely. Dave, I've not looked into this. We've talked a little bit about Gypsy Queen. I just don't know enough about it. I did buy some Gypsy Queen when I first got back into the hobby in like 2018 because I thought it was really cool. Almost the artistic versions instead of the photo reel versions of a lot of cards. But I will have to look into those throwbacks. So thanks for the tip.
Gypsy Queen has very sneaky cool cards. So people just asking. I'm going to throw the Patreon, the Spitball and Patreon link in there. Feel free to
yes,
take a look around if you want to. Absolutely no pressure at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so this post comes from Comets 1998, and he's got a very impressive Mike Trout, like a rare Mike Trout, some SSP collection in there, and there's some really cool cards. This is one of Trout's, I think, best images, Jeff.
Yeah, he's so enormous. He's larger than life. I think I see this and I think of it as like a superhero card.
Yeah, like look at those straps on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
forearms.
Whatever I'm doing in the gym is wrong because I mean, Trout looks like that and I look like this. But I have a follow-up question. This card is one of his coolest cards. So Comets with 3 S's, 1998, Jeff. I have to assume that this username is based on the dueling asteroid films of 1998, right? It has to be.
Yeah.
What else could it be?
I'm thinking Deep Impact right there.
Yeah. So anyone who watched these 2 movies, and if you could just let us know in the comments there, yeah, Michigan Cards and Graphs. I should be running around with 135 pounds on my back. Great idea. I'll be doing the rest of the show in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. If you guys have seen these 2, I'm curious in the comments what you preferred. I'm curator. If you're still here, I know you're on Team Deep Impact. You have to be. But Deep Impact versus Armageddon, which movie, A, do you like more? And B, are you more likely to rewatch?
That's a good question because for me, they're 2 different answers.
I agree. One is clearly better, smarter, but the other one is way more rewatchable. There's only so much, honestly, Elijah Wood I can handle in a movie where he's not playing a hobbit.
Anytime somebody on Instagram or Facebook posts a clip, which somebody did this week, and I watched it, from Armageddon of the Ben Affleck DVD commentary.
Yes, it's so good.
Absolutely hilarious. I've not watched the whole movie with the Affleck commentary, but I think we should do that because he is so funny when he's talking about the drilling. Of course it was. And he's talking.
Yes. So if you guys are not familiar, there is first of all, Armageddon became part of the Criterion collection, which was a whole scandal in and of itself back in like the early 2000s. Ben Affleck has a commentary, and in it, he is clearly drinking, which makes it fantastic. But he talks about the scene where Bruce Willis sort of questions Billy Bob Thornton about like, are you sure this makes sense? Like to not just send the astronauts? And he talks about how he asked Michael Bay the same question. And Michael Bay told him to shut the F up. Just fantastic.
And then he does his Bruce Willis impression about how tough it is. It's that the astronauts have been training for 9 months, but it's better to train the oil rig workers for 1 week on how to be astronauts.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm seeing a lot of really good comments. Armageddon for the win. Armageddon better soundtrack. Armageddon pure popcorn. It is very rewatchable, and sometimes like there's movies like Con Air too. Like I'll just rewatch, and then I'm like almost ashamed of myself, Jeff. That like my level of enjoyment is like it's too high. Like
you can still enjoy it.
Yeah.
Oh, multi-fandom. How can you be a multi-fandom lover and have not seen either of them? You should remedy that.
Right.
Maybe we'll have to have a next month, Chris. We should have a trivia that has both movies in. So sometime in the next month, try to watch them.
Yeah, we'll definitely work that in. But yeah, after I watched Armageddon or Con or one of those movies, and I'm like, oh man, I feel bad. And I'm like, you know what? I have to like, I don't know, reset myself. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll just sit down and watch. Yeah, to cleanse my palate, but also like try to feel smarter. So I'll just watch The English Patient or like Remains of the Day.
Yeah.
And you know what? It doesn't
far less action, Chris. You can't go wrong with Space Camp either. That's a classic.
But honestly, I think Deep Space Homer beats all of them. It's 23 minutes of absolute perfection. Oh, Pesky, all day. That's a perfect trifecta right there.
I believe, Professor, this was the next year, right then? Or was it the previous year? It was either 1 year before or 1 year after.
I think it was after, but I'm not 100% sure.
Volcano and Dante's Peak. Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, I mean, both of those. Aunt Ruth in Dante's Peak is one of the most hateable movie characters of all time. Like, just so stupid on so many levels. Oh, Contagion. I watched Contagion once. I don't know if I can emotionally handle watching Contagion again.
Yeah.
I was just literally sweating for 2 hours.
Yeah, Outbreak. the Dustin Hoffman one, Outbreaker.
That one's great. That one's rewatchable. That one's fine, especially with knowing what we know now. Watching Kevin Spacey get infected and die, it hits differently than it did at the time.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
All right.
John Mayer. This is yeah. These were dueling screenplays at the time.
Exact same time. You got to be kidding me again? No.
Did he go again? No, that must just be a reaction to the first. I'm on a commercial break. Okay. I hope he homered again. That'd be great.
Contagion versus Chris revealing PSA grades, which I don't want to overpromise, but we should have a reveal coming up in the next several weeks.
Wow, Jeff, that is just vague enough that we can hit that mark.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like it. By the way, no strings attached. Friends with benefits. Which one do you guys like more? I don't know which Natalie Portman one. Yeah, I have to say I like the Justin Timberlake one better, but again, we don't have to.
You're a Justin fan. I get it.
Yeah, of course. Why does no one trust the scientist? Yeah, I mean, all those movies are the same thing. Like, there's always the mayor from Jaws is just repeated in every movie. All right, let's get back to some cards here, Jeff. Yeah. I did want to talk about this one from Royally Cheesed. I've lost it.
Yeah. He told me that he got an upcharge because they'd used so much ink on the PSA flip. Look at how full that is. That's like every single space is used.
Yeah, that's got to be, I would say that's got to be the longest description on a PSA. I mean, you and I have had, we've subbed some cool, like low pop cards that PSA describes. We've learned words like toque that we never knew existed. But
or
near
with sunglasses. But this would be typically like in locker room. But
it'd be like sitting.
Near locker, in desk chair. It specifically describes what kind of chair he's sitting in.
Yeah, it's so weird, Jeff.
It's really weird.
I will tell you if and what a title. If M. Parsons was in charge, it would say like Red Sox. Like something completely unrelated. So specific. Near the locker. Like that to me, that
not at locker. Nope. At locker in desk chair, or it could just say in desk chair. It must have had a really overzealous employee that day that wanted to get typing on that computer.
Star Huddle, I was laughing about this. That's exactly what, like in his base card, is he also in the desk chair, but he's like further from the locker?
Further away. That would be great. I'd love to see those two together. And if that was the case, Royally Cheesed, you should put it up
there. Jay Ur said that's really fun. Cheeseburger, light onions. Yeah.
Oh, M. Parsons reveals that she would have replied seated.
Okay, seated. There we go.
It does remind me of this, Anthony. Yeah, it's just like a lot of words to describe something very simple.
Curator with a great point too here, Jeff. They even gave it an 8.5, so they would have to use as many letters and numbers as possible in the
extra dot. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's in a folding chair. So they have to differentiate it. He's in the locker room, far from his locker, in a folding chair.
Oh my God. There's just so many. There's so much stuff on this card. And
I'm not sure what this is. Help on Ohtani 2019 design of 1975. But serial number, do you mean there? Out of 170?
Social Security number?
Yeah. Is that like an archives, perhaps? Or
yeah, Paul Bowman, we need a little bit more information here.
Maybe the archives version of it.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't seen the only 1975 design of Ohtani I've seen was last year's or 2 years ago Heritage. But yeah, anyway, Royally Cheese. I also want to point out I'd never seen this Benintendi before. So always like seeing that.
Yep.
Okay, we saw that one already. Ooh. Yeah, all right. This was sent to us by a couple different people, including a good friend of ours. But look at what CBTB, is that right? Yeah, 2009. We've got both golden mirrors for Marcelo Meyer and the golden mirror auto.
Yeah, this is incredible. Two of those cards are pop one. I think this is the only auto that's graded. And this, the eye black is the only gem mint 10. Yep. He got these and subbed them himself, got them graded. It's just incredible seeing all three of these together. And of course, the eye black is his rookie debut. If you see the small white print above there, so they are. Now that everybody gets a golden mirror, every card gets a golden mirror. You're going to get multi-golden mirrors of the same player, especially in update when they have a player, the regular card and the rookie update, which is what's going on here. But if Meyer ever turns out to be something, this trio could be some of his best cards.
Yeah, I totally, that eye black card. I hope that Meyer becomes a multi-year all-star and the eye black card becomes his iconic card. It's so cool. It's just such a great image choice. It's such an awesome card.
Yeah, they really hit a home run with this one.
Yeah. Okay, so Professor Dugout responding to my Homer, Deep Space Homer. Fantastic. And yes, M. Parsons, you guys can just continue the whole speech. Okay.
I'm attending with. Did I say something about the Brewers?
I don't know. I don't think so. Also, Jeff is the one on top. I don't know if that helps.
I haven't mentioned the Brewers in a while, I gotta say, but
turn it.
Well, while we're talking about that, Keith, I will say that I do like those colors because they're kind of Brewer-esque colors on the eye black one.
Oh, that is true. That is true. No, that eye black card is epic. And yeah. All right. I'm going to move a little quicker now because we are taking up time and I've been drinking, so I will have to use the restroom. Benor 14, Jeff. Now that Yastrzemski is a Brave, I hated the signing when it happened. It made no sense, but I think Anthopoulos already knew that Profar was a piece of trash and was probably cheating again and was sort of hedging his bets. I like it now. And I love the fact, Jeff, that he bunted in the first game.
Did he really?
Yep. He took the automatic single. I love it. If he could just teach Ozzy Albies how to do that, and Michael Harris, and everyone else on the team, except for
love guys that can bunt. Yelich did it yesterday. It might have been the most perfect bunt you've ever seen. I don't know if you saw the replay. It just hugged the line. It stayed right on.
I saw it rolling up the third baseline. Yeah.
I mean, so he didn't even need to be that perfect, but he was. But you're right. So many, especially power hitters, especially slow power hitters, the opposite infield spot plays so deep and so far back. You can always bunt and get a single, get on base.
Yeah, I love this card. It's rare that you can be on a card with another player on your card and the other player is a million times better than you. But even rarer when it's a relative, Jeff. How cool is that?
That's it's got to be a hard legacy to live up to. Speaking of lifetime Red Sox, like we were talking about, Devers should have been. Yastrzemski, he was quietly one of the better players in baseball for a long time. Maybe not quietly then, but he's not remembered as fondly as he maybe should be. I think he's the last AL Triple Crown winner before Miguel Cabrera. Like 1960. I think he batted .303 and won the batting title.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right. Still rocking those long sideburns. And to be honest, he's kind of always looked that way. When I collected cards in the 80s, I remember getting 83 Fleer, and he just looked kind of old then, which he kind of was. He had been around for a long time, but he looks the same. So kudos to him.
Yeah. And when you say old on that 83 Fleer card, younger than you and I are right now.
Way younger. Way younger.
Crazy Cryptids, I'm going to give you some credit for a deep Simpsons reference here because, yeah, all Milhouse wanted was to call Yastrzemski with the sideburns. There is a base card with a similar image in Stadium Club in 2020, but this Ultra SP out of Topps in 2021 is insanely rare. I've only seen it pop up once on eBay, and this is that version. So congrats to Ben for picking this up.
And it's the rare Ultra
SP.
Ultra SP.
Yeah, 5 in each series for 2021 Topps. But very, very cool. I mean, this is similar to, I believe, Griffin Conine, his Golden Mirror rookie for the Marlins. I believe he's on the card with his dad, Jeff Conine. That's very cool as well. Yeah, and of course, rocking the shorts. We cannot ignore the fact that it's not often, Jeff. After 1992 Bowman, we don't get a lot of baseball players wearing shorts on cards.
No. 7, we'll have to ask somebody in the chat. We're old, but not quite that old. I have no memories of seeing Yastrzemski play except on video.
Compared to today, though,
he dominated in left field, though. He really played that monster well. He kind of took over for Ted Williams. Right before Jim Rice, right? That was kind of the trifecta. So I don't know who to compare him to. I do know that I looked it up quickly. He hit 326 in his Triple Crown year. He hit 303 to lead the league at one point. That might have been 68 when the pitchers dominated.
Yeah, I mean, 3,000 hits easily. Maybe it's a dumb comparison to compare him to like Adrian Beltre, but considering one is a right-handed hitting third baseman and the other one was, I believe, a left-handed hitting outfielder.
on the same team for his whole career versus the guy who traveled.
Right. Yeah, that's a great. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a great question. I'm trying to think.
Crazy Cryptid's thrown Bryce Harper, who had a couple monster seasons, and then
I think Yaz was more consistent than Harper, though.
Consistent for sure, and we'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe like I don't know. It's breaking my brain right now.
That's all right. Anybody in the comments when you're watching this later, throw in some Carl Yastrzemski comps if you watched him play in his prime.
Okay,
please.
All right, Jeff. Next card comes from JB Cards, 1991, and we mentioned the Golden Mirror auto a couple posts ago, but here we have Bobby Witt's Golden Mirror auto, and it's somehow in a PSA 10.
I don't know how he got a 10 out of this. That's incredible.
Those borders, that one border on the back is so dark, and it like the non-autos.
These are handled with the auto. Yeah. Yeah, an incredible card. I still don't. We've talked about this before. He's got kind of a very weird looking hairline, hat line on this, which isn't quite as flattering as maybe his Multitude photos are, but great card.
Yeah, this is cool. He's watching the home run derby. One thing I like about it is that the auto box covers up the bucket that he's sitting on. That kind of looks like he's taking a dump in. Yeah, it's gone. So, and this is one of those rare cards, Jeff, where the auto box improves the image.
Mr. Little Thor, centering is so hard to tell on this, which you're obviously right. There's more white on the right than the left, but the centering is measured to where the team starts. And if you can see, the team starts in the white. So it's hard to tell on centering.
Yeah, I think Topps had a real hard time with PSA had a hard time with 2025 centering. Because you said right. You meant left?
I meant my right as I'm looking at it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
The right side is small.
Yeah, the right side is definitely smaller, but it actually isn't. Like Jeff said, if you factor in where the team name ends. But to the eye when you look at it, it looks that way for sure. But it actually isn't. And I think PSA had a hard time grading these
that way. Yeah.
Great 7 gold gloves for Yaz. Yeah, Daniel, we do see sparkles. And it was like 2011 through 15, I think. The sparkles were around. We see them on SSB Thursday.
Yeah, somebody posted one last month.
Yeah, I didn't see any today, but usually a couple pop up every SSB Thursday. They're out there. They're really, really hard to find because people just miss them. There was a Lindor.
I'm sure a lot of those left circulation because nobody knew what they were. Nobody noticed them.
Yeah. All right, I want to just
Curator's throwing out a Yaz comp of Freddie Freeman, a consistent 300 hitter with power and OBP. That's 7 gold gloves too. All right, there you go.
Yeah, that's a really good comp. Except that Yaz a better defender. I like that comp because Yaz also had some huge games for the Red Sox when they had that miracle run to get into the playoffs in 67, I think.
7, yeah. Stewie said AI told him Mookie and then Bryce Harper.
I could see Mookie. Mookie makes more sense because Harper more of a power guy.
Good defense by Mookie, and until lately he was pretty consistent 300-ish hitter.
Yeah, I want to give so this is a little bit tougher to see. 51 collection posts this Mike Stanton card. If you guys can tell, he's got like one of those exercise bands around his waist, and he's backpedaling. So brief story here, Jeff. First of all, I love seeing Stanton working out. I think there's probably videos of those I would watch from beginning to end without blinking. When I reposted 51 collection story here, I was like, I can't imagine what the other end of this band is wrapped around to be able to withstand what Stanton is doing. Like as a joke, I got a message on Instagram from someone, and I forget their name, but thank you for telling me. With full sincerity, a person was like, "Well, this is actually an exercise. There's probably a trainer on the other end who's providing resistance for Stanton so he can warm up for the game." I'm like,
well, that was very pleasant of that person to take the time to fill you in.
Yeah, well, I appreciate more information anytime I can get it.
Michigan Cards and Graphs is letting you know officially that there is a bag of chips attached to the other end since he can't open one with his hands now. He's trying to get away.
Yeah, as M. Parson says, she was like she was sending me gifts that were like right over the head, like Dave Bautista and Guardians and some other gifts like that. They were pretty funny, but I just thanked the gentleman for his help. By the way, speaking of can't open a bag of chips, really sort of an unrelated story that I want to share. A girl at the gym today approached my wife and I and asked us. Now, I don't know why she looked at us and thought, well,
is this going to be a PG rated story? I can
very
see where
PG rated. Look, Jeff, I like where your head's going. I appreciate it.
Checking.
But she approached us, and I don't know why she looked at my wife and I and thought, well, these two are dealing with various pains. Surely they have felt. And she was telling us that she has like shooting pain in this part of her elbow. And she's like, is this really bad? Like, I feel like should I stop working out? And we're both like, oh, no. Everyone has that. It's fine.
just work through it. Just take more Advil when you get home.
That's not a big deal. I did actually say just take more Advil was actually a thing that I did say.
I figured so.
But yeah, I just thought that was a very kind of a funny conversation. And she was like so relieved. She's like, oh, you guys have had that too? And so my wife actually has a little brace that she puts around right here when we're doing like biceps or back stuff that just a little bit of pressure tends to make it better. But I was very entertained by the fact that this girl looked at my wife and I and were like, these two people probably
have some people who've been through it.
Mm-hmm.
They can relate.
Yep. But she was very relieved that it wasn't anything she'd be overly concerned about.
Daniel McConnell says, I'm in a 2005 Heritage Mahogany. I can't find much information about the set, but now that I know it exists, I've been consuming it in all forms. I have no idea what that is, Chris.
Nor do I.
That's a great time to collect cards from. Chris and I are trying to get the black parallels from around there.
Yeah.
Heritage Mahogany. All right, we'll have to look into that after the show.
Yeah, I honestly, I've never heard of that. And that makes it, I think, that's great. That's awesome. I've just recently been sort of eyeballing a lot of the first year of Heritage, their autos with the 52 design. A chipper was up on eBay recently, and some of those are fantastic. But yeah, early Heritage stuff is cool. It really is.
Rock Latex. I believe this is what I was thinking as well. So you'll see him at the gym tomorrow.
I'll give you guys a follow-up next week to see if
or seven, because this is right. She's gonna come back in a few months, like in traction, and tell you she tore her UCL.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, the problem is you're not lifting heavy enough. Like, just get some more weight on that, and that should take care of it, no problem. Amari Smith, just so we can sort of wrap this one up. Her pain was on the outside of the elbow, which is where I've had pain on my right arm. Now, frequently there is pain on the inside of the elbow, which I've had on my left arm.
I've got current pain on the right side, inside. Yeah. Inside is known as golfer's elbow, which I've never golfed, but I have that. Yep. And outside is tennis elbow. Lateral epicondylitis.
That's right. Okay, so Paul Bowman, we are still kind of, give me a second to look that card up, but let me see what
value of 29. So it is archives. I did get that right. And it's serial number, not social security number, out of 175. Your best bet is just going to try to find any of his other parallels on eBay from that year. Because I know Archives has a lot of parallels. So I would look up. I would hope it has a rookie cup on from 2019 Archives. Not really sure how they did that, but.
All right. So, all right, Jeff, you want to talk about that Bryce Harper for a second? I'm just going to do a little.
Yeah, look at that Bryce Harper. We've talked before about the images that Bryce Harper gets from Topps are exceptional, and this one is no exception. I don't remember ever seeing this one before, and it's really cool. You get the view of the whole plate experience. You get the catcher, you get the ump, and you get Bryce crushing a ball and watching it go. Just a great POV shot, and I'm not surprised I haven't seen it since. According to Cards and Dreams, it is a Pop 1. Best image ever, second only to the iconic 2020 Stadium Club image variation.
Yep, with the Phillies. This is cool. I'll still take the 2020 Chrome as the second best. This would maybe be third best. It is very cool. And yeah, 2021 Stadium Club. It's tough to grade. All these Stadium Club, these cards are really, really hard to grade. To get a 10 on any of them is impressive. This card looks awesome. All right, Paul Bowman. I got an answer for you.
I can't find it.
That's okay. I hit up Market Movers.
Excellent.
We're going to share this tab. So we can follow a nice little trend line that a lot of Ohtani cards have followed. So you have what's called the purple parallel. So it was $25 on August of last year, then up to $50 after he demolished the Brewers. And most recently, sorry, Jeff, 2 months ago, we're at $85. So following that trend line, I think you're probably at around $85 to $90. It's a very cool card. Anything with a numbering, a hitting image, it's a cool card.
Yeah. And again, like we gave some advice before, if you're going to sell it, might not be the worst to throw it up on auction.
Yep, agreed. All right, Jeff, I'm going to show this card, and you can talk about it for a minute. I'm going to make a quick pit stop.
Yep, you got it. And Eric's giving us a firsthand report on Yastrzemski. Saw him starting in 75 in left field, better fielder than Harper. Yeah, with those 7 gold gloves, not surprisingly. And despite Fenway Park having a rather small left field, it's been talked about as being pretty difficult to play because of all the hops you get off the monster. So he really was an expert by the end of his career at playing caroms off that monster. You're welcome, Paul. Purple. Yep. Shea Langoliers trivia answer as the most home runs in baseball right now. This is actually his 2023 Golden Mirror, not 2013, from P. Craig. Great shot of him getting high fives. I'm assuming this is probably not from his first home run, since we know people ignore you after your first home run, but what a cool shot of him. And whatever change he made, whatever change he made to his swing, it's really working. Now, he's still, I think he had 29 last year, I want to say. So it was not like he was a slouch in the power department last year, but what he's shown this year is pretty incredible. So very cool card from P. Craig. Nice to see. And it's his rookie. Imagine getting this card as your rookie Golden Mirror. Can't beat that.
Whew. All right. I'm energized, Jeff. I feel like I'm down about 17 fluid ounces.
You're a new man.
Yeah, this card is awesome. And it's really amazing to think of the quality of catchers the Braves have had in their system in the last 5 years.
That's right. I keep forgetting he's a Braves farmhand.
Between Langoliers to the A's and William Contreras to your Brewers.
Oh, yeah.
And now Drake Baldwin. Some teams, Seattle develops pitching and the Braves develop catching.
And then ship them out.
And then, unfortunately, ship them out. Yeah. But, yeah, everything you said, I agree with. Who doesn't want a home run celebration on their rookie card? This is fantastic. There's so many A's logos on this. I love this. This comes from P. Craig 75, huge Braves fan, nice Freddie Freeman collection. But
huge trivia expertise as well.
Yeah, I need a stadium pal, Michigan Guards.
It's a stadium buddy.
Yep. Ooh, we might have an Acuna bases loaded at bat here, Jeff. If ever there's a moment for him to bust out of an early season slump, it might be here against. Is that Ryan Nelson? Might be Ryan Nelson. Either way, somebody named
Nelson. I'm pitching Ryan Nelson against you, so.
Oh, well.
Probably getting blown up.
He's given up 2 runs.
So far.
And actually, wow. That was it. Wow. The bases are loaded because of, hold on to your hats, a Nolan Arenado fielding error.
What?
You don't hear. I feel like I've said something wrong.
Well, yeah, boy. Batting 190 and fielding poorly. The end might be near for Mr. Arenado.
I don't know.
Sad to say.
Yeah, Dave's Braves cards. He needs a hit. He needs to get going. By the way, somewhere in the chat, Stewie talking about, I believe someone said the numbers have come out and it's 140 million for Connor Griffin.
And he did get called up, Stewie, yes.
Yeah, debut is tomorrow. I just can't stop looking at this Shea Langoliers card. It's just very, very cool. All right, let's move on. We got to move a little bit faster. Oh, this one comes from Yankee Doodle Dandy cards. There's a lot of pie in the face stuff in 2020 Topps. There are variations. Did this just turn off? Did my TV really just turn off at the worst possible time?
Oh man.
I'm gonna have to get up.
Yes, there's a lot of pie in the face. Somebody earlier asked about A-Rod cards specifically. And yes, they are cheap. They're cheap and here it's Tex PC. You're not crazy for looking at them. They are cheap, but I just don't know if they're ever going to find a way to rebound. And this is an interesting card. This would be cool to have as part of the pie face challenge. He's got his tongue sticking out, which is very A-Rod. PSA 10, it's only a pop 4, according to Yankee Doodle Dandy. Let me reading here. Capturing the Yankees walk-off celebration. 12 in the full run, and he put the whole set together. Oh, I would love to see that, Yankee Doodle Dandy. I wonder if he's got them all on his page.
I believe he does have them all on his page. Sorry, I was just battling my TV, which decided that was the perfect time to freeze. Looks like you walked. I hope that's true. Yeah, there's a really cool Strasburg in this set and a whole lot of Yankees, because they won the World Series in 09. Yeah, this A-Rod is very strange, Jeff. It's hard to be PG and PG-13 when looking at this card. But yeah, Yankee Doodle Dandy, I think, has the whole run. So check that out.
Run. DJ locals, yes, especially small market teams. Mm-hmm. We don't know what's going to happen with the next collective bargaining agreement, but Acuna was one of the first to go on this trend, Chris, to sign a team-friendly long-term deal. Maybe his was a little too team-friendly, but more teams have been doing this even before Major League debuts. The Brewers did it with Churio, signed him for 8 years. I like it. It's really the only way for small market teams to commit to these guys long-term. But like we were talking about earlier in the Seattle situation, if it backfires, it could really put a crimp in any future activities.
It could. I mean, yeah, the Acuna deal was called team friendly, and it with the amount of injuries. Oh, Drake Baldwin. Good
point. Good point. It seemed very team friendly, and the
Albies one was out. Everyone was like, "Oh, this is outrageously team friendly," but
yes,
I'm not sure it is or was. I don't know.
Michigan Cards Graphs really cool is one way to describe the nightmare fuel that Strasburg is. Yeah, the pie in the face Strasburg is nightmare fuel.
That's one of the best ones with the fake hair. Okay, speaking of one of the best ones, Jeff, talk to me about this Bobby Witt card.
Oh man, I can't believe. Yes, this is one card I really want to get. This is his throwback. You can't really see the socks here, but there's some crazy socks. I'm not sure what year that Kansas City Royals uniform is from, but it's awesome. Those of you who've been following me for the last year or so, I'm really gotten into the heritage throwback variations, and this is one I would love to have. Any rookie cup variation, throwback variation, or rookie card throwback variation are high on my list, and this Witt is right at the top. It's a very cool card.
Yeah, what's cool? So Bobby Witt has this one as a rookie. His second year, he also has a throwback with the cup, but unfortunately, Topps did put the RC shield on that one too,
which is annoying because that's like the red Royal, maybe Kansas City Monarchs uniform. I'm not sure what the second year one is from.
That's exactly what it is. This one is just very cool. You never see it. I mean, never ever see it. Baseball Card Fiend is the IG the account that posted it, so check him out.
Oh, so Powder Blue says is this their City Connect? Because this year they did both City Connects and throwbacks. Except PSA and Beckett called them all throwbacks, or most of them. I think Beckett did. Because so Ohtani has both a throwback from this year and a City Connect. But they're up on eBay as throwback and City Connect. Yeah. That's cool. I did not know this was a City Connect. I can't believe they incorporated the socks. So what significance do these socks have, Powder Blue, in the Kansas City history?
Yeah, that's a great question. Hold on. I just want to get up here. Yeah, Shelly, the good news for it's outrageous that the Rays chose one player. Like, this is the guy we're going to pay and build our entire franchise around.
Yeah, but can you blame him?
I mean, yes and no, right?
I don't know.
Like, we should say, like, if you're going to give that kind of money, I would like to think we are really... Oh, look at Matt Olson go. We are really looking into a person, like, personally, right? I mean, they should have like investigators looking at this guy. It certainly didn't seem like it was hard to uncover all the stuff. It just seems crazy to me that they didn't figure out that he was a piece of trash.
Oh, yeah.
But on a positive note, he is on the restricted list, which means they're not paying any of that money.
Yes, like, they don't have to pay. So it's almost better if your player is going to suck. You don't want to be stuck with that contract. Just make sure they're into something illicit, and then maybe you can get out of it.
No. Crazy Cryptids Beckett guarantees absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Okay, City stripes are and the logo are City of Kansas City used for their logo on letterheads and logos. Okay. So it's very symbolic. All right, very cool. All right, that's good to know. So this, I wonder if does he have both? Powder Blue, does he have a throwback and a City Connect from that year like Ohtani, or does he just have this one? Because the next year is definitely a throwback with the Monarchs.
I believe, Jeff, I've only seen this one.
Yeah,
I think this is it.
Never, sadly. Those uniforms also had collars on those jerseys. I don't think we'll ever see those again.
Oh man, Chris Bryant has a throwback with a collared shirt.
Yeah,
which is amazing. I don't think we're going to see those White Sox shorts. It would be really, really cool if they did, though, for like a Sunday afternoon game or something.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, we got it. Let's move.
Yep.
Strictly Baseball posts these Yadier Molina cards. 2018 there in the top right is an SSP. 2017 SSP. I believe the 2019 on the bottom is just an SP, but that's one of the coolest Yadier cards you're going to see.
Great image. Perfect image.
Yeah. Michigan cards and graphs. Yeah, it's an unfortunate. It just stinks when Topps does that, and it happens to be on such a big card. Okay, speaking of big cards, but in a different way, jetbreakers.trent, really great account. Please follow him, even if you don't actively join breaks. He posts some really fun Mets cards. Here's his Daniel Vogelbach, 2023 Topps Golden Mirror SSP. I joked with him that this has to be horizontal because Vogelbach does not fit in a vertical card.
Oh, man.
But the bottom left, Jeff, is that not the largest head on any of these Topps cards?
Yeah, that it almost deserves a card of its own, and the helmet barely fits. He is awesome. Danny Burgers is his nickname, and he's now back in Milwaukee, where he was a fan favorite for the brief time. Oh, yep, he was there. I think he's a fan favorite wherever he goes, which is pretty cool to see. Now he's back in Milwaukee as the dietitian, I believe, Chris.
Well,
he's actually the hitting coach.
Rowdy Teleska, that's our hitting coach. There you go. Real Jackson, by the way, says he has 3. Yeah, you need to go in your garage and look around. See what Ohtani stuff you have in there.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the biggest SSP on record. It's just a cool card. I haven't seen this one before, and I mean the vertical stripes. They're only so slimming, Jeff. I mean they're working extra hard here. By the way, if you drafted Kevin Ginkel in your fantasy league thinking he might get some saves for Arizona, he's currently pitching in the 5th inning. He is not getting saves. Feel free to move on.
Yeah, I saw Ryan Nelson had given up 4 earned runs at the time. I don't know what he's up to now, but on 2 hits.
There were some walks. Yeah, I'm not sure what the earned situation is going to be here. It may go down to 3. I'm not sure based on unless they decide that Arenado play was a hit, and it should not be a hit. But we'll see. All right, moving on. Next up, Battle Cat cards shared this. Speaking of Gypsy Queen, by the way, this very cool Gypsy Queen hitting image of Max Scherzer. Hitting might be too strong, so it looks like his bottom. No, I think his top hand came off the bat here. But
I couldn't figure out what was going on with his hands. And when I first saw this from a distance, I was like, is that Joey Votto? And what happened to his swing if it is? Upon closer inspection, I did see it was Scherzer, which I believe in his comment, he talks about not missing pitchers hitting, but he does like the cards, which is great.
Yes. Jeff and I agree. I think with that sentiment pretty entirely. I love cards of pitchers hitting, but I don't want any pitcher that on the Braves ever stepping into a box again.
Yep. Keep him out of there. Thick Boy, thanks for joining us. Enjoy the game tomorrow. Expect a full report.
Yep.
Love to see a game at Fenway.
Yeah, check. Watch the rest because we're going to talk about. I have one of your Garrett Crochet cards here, tuned in, ready to go. So, all right. Next up, speaking of Gypsy Queen, this is a very cool Bryce Harper variation. Came from the Hobby Sentinel. I believe that's Zimmerman. And it's very specific. Cap over heart.
Another time when they're really trying to earn their money by.
Right. Yeah. Actually, Thick Boy, you're next. This is Garrett Crochet's SSP back in 2021. And for Jeff, as tall and long as Crochet is, it's pretty cool they got him entirely.
Love that they did it horizontal.
Yeah. Yes.
Just shows a little bit of what a pitcher's body goes through when he's throwing it. Love that they did this horizontal, and it's very cool. Goes from one
I could be wrong. I'm frequently wrong, Jeff, but I believe the ballpark in Chicago is called Lucas Oil Field. Right?
I believe it is. You're right. And he's got his home whites on. Yeah.
And we can see Lucas Oil in the background.
I still call it Comiskey, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's not going to change. By the way, I'm going to just dance around for a second on Thick Boy's page.
While you're doing that, Mike, hello, happy opening day week, etc. Home opener tomorrow at the Globe. Seager versus Ellie. That's awesome.
Yeah, Mike, I got to be honest. Like, I'm a big believer in Seager this year. So sorry in advance.
Do that. Do that what you will.
Anything that might happen. I did buy a big Corey Seager this offseason, but it failed authentication and went right back. Oh, it's guaranteed rate.
Guaranteed rate. Yeah, Lucas Oil. That's right. That's Cold Stadium. It just must be a promoter in Chicago.
Well, that makes the card less cool. Sorry. By the way, all right, so this is also a Thick Boys card, not an SSP, but look at this red refractor Garrett Crochet. Mind the throwback White Sox uniform and half here.
Of course.
Foot just popping up there.
And the leg gave him just enough space to sign on where you can actually see the signature.
Yeah, I think this is one of my favorite Topps Chrome like rookie autos that I've seen. Just such a really cool image.
Great.
I like it a lot. Thick Boy's been killing it with the crochet stuff.
Chris, Mike's reminding you that Seager's on pace for 81 homers. So
it's pretty good. I think Langoliers is on pace for about 125. So they can battle it out.
It's going to be really interesting to see what Seager does when he comes back to LA, play the Dodgers.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
We're getting that next weekend.
Oh, Curator says, okay. Oh, wait a second. Jeff, I hit the wrong one. Yeah, there you go. Nothing to be concerned about at all.
Reverse curse. We've talked about Seager being a per game monster. If he ever could play that full season, play 140 games, that's awesome.
Just DH him a few times.
Does wonders for the Rangers' chances. Tex PC said, everyone posting these GQ cards made me go and buy an SP. Awesome. Great pickup.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
A lot of Seager talk here. Luckily, Seager had his appendix out last year. One fewer thing to possible cause him to miss games.
Yeah. Now they just need to take out his elbows and his knees, and we're good to go. And he should be fine.
He should be making 150 starts.
Jeff, I saw this Joey K comment, and I want to say, I feel like you've done the hard part. Like you got the right card, you got the right grade, and now we're just waiting for, the player.
But as we've talked about, is that the best time to sell then? This is good if you've got it a backup as a PSA 10, because typically when the player comes up is the best time to sell and then buy it back later.
Agreed. All right, next up from my cardboard PC. I just like this Andrew McCutchen card. I like to think there's like 2 shots of Jameson in that cup. Probably not, but everything about this is cool. He's cooler than you are. He's cooler than Jeff and I are. He's just a cool guy.
He's very cool. And I didn't know that this was an alter ego. Uncle Larry.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He says. So that's pretty cool.
And kudos to the Rangers for picking this guy up, because he is not done with Major League Baseball. He still has more. He's got more in the tank for sure.
That's exciting because, again, he's another guy that Brewer fans loved. He had a 2-home run game when I was back in Milwaukee and saw a game a couple of years back. And I'm glad he's kind of one of those guys, Chris, has a borderline Hall of Fame case. And if he could put maybe a couple of years together where he's padding those numbers a little bit, he's not going to be back to his MVP years, but still.
I'm sorry. I'm just watching the Braves really putting together a nice rally here off of Kevin Ginkel.
Thorson says, Slab says, hide your wives.
Yeah, right. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Yeah, definitely giving off those vibes. That's just a really cool Andrew McCutchen.
Curator's waiting on the Seager private or public signing for some stuff.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of these guys, some of them just don't do it very often. All right.
Yeah, fishiest fish. I don't know why the Pirates didn't bring him back. Yeah. They chose Ozuna over him. I don't really get that.
I don't get that at all. That makes no sense.
No
sense. What does make sense is Topps' choice for the Pete Crow Armstrong 2026 Golden Mirror. That's just an amazing card. Pardon the horizontality or the verticality of this horizontal card. Very, very cool. Emophobics _PC posted this, and that's incredible. That's probably a top 10 image in Series 1.
Love that. The full crowd in the bleachers behind the ivy. Great shot.
Very cool. All right. This Max Scherzer 2018 Stadium Club.
Another Scherzer. Yeah.
McKay cards. I love this card. This is one of those, I think I've seen it twice in the last 6 months, and I hadn't seen it at all before then, but just in the dugout, antsy as a son of a bitch, Jeff. Like, just
he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who could sit still.
No.
And appreciate it. This reminds me, we had some cards back in the 80s, and then they actually remade them in Stadium Club where Dwight Gooden's flipping a ball and it's in the frame. And I think it's it's like,
it works so well for Scherzer because, like you said, he just cannot. He
seeing him with his weapon, whatever he's doing there, sitting, maybe starting tomorrow. He's looking at the players, flipping the ball. Yeah, as Jay Urseth says, planning his next victim.
Yeah.
I love how they have the blown out lights. It's he's not even looking at the camera. You're just getting a complete profile, and it's a great image.
Yeah. I tell you, 17, 18, 19, 20 Stadium Club, it's a gold mine for really cool looking cards. All right, Forbidden Donut. My fellow Simpsons fan picked this card up recently raw. I'm going to count this as an SSP. It's a Topps Chrome image variation with a gold refractor. Two of the most famous Japanese baseball players of all time, plus the Gold Cup. And it's a gold. Just incredible card. I believe this copy for him is sitting at PSA. Hopefully he gets it back soon. Sure looks great.
Smartly. Looks really good. This image is one of Chris and I's favorite of Ohtani. As I've said, it's almost like the passing of the torch from one Japanese legend to another. And this was right on the cusp, but we had seen a little bit of what Ohtani could be, but we weren't quite sure yet. And now he's definitely fulfilled that promise.
Yeah, now we're pretty sure. Kind of unspoken about Ohtani, Jeff, is he has now won 3 consecutive MVP awards. American League and then the National
Leagues.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just him and Bonds that have done that. And that's pretty incredible. We talked about his six full season year run, which is amazing. But we don't have to talk about Ohtani anymore. It's been done to death. All right. Bats and gloves cards. Post the orange refractor of this amazing Ben Rice card at a Topps Chrome update last year. We've talked about it before, but always cool to see.
Yeah. Imagery matters. Here you get a view of the whole stadium. You get a view of Yankee Stadium from behind the catcher. Yeah. Really cool shot. Just such a fun picture to have if you're that player, I would think.
Kind of a sneaky cool thing about this, Jeff, is it's not speckled. So I'm wondering if Topps Chrome is moving away from the speckles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stewie. Yeah, this is if you're a Yankee fan, if you like Ben Rice, I know he's old for a player not only been around for a year, but this card's awesome. If he does anything, this is going to be one you want to have.
Yeah, right. Our friend Jake is a big proponent of that one. Speaking of young guys.
Yeah, Nick Mac cards posted this very cool Samuel Basallo, sort of like a gentle Gatorade sprinkling, you might call it.
Yeah, you got to ease him into it, right? He's only 20 years old. What a fun rookie card image to have. He has shown flashes of being the next guy there, maybe the guy that they were hoping Adley would be behind the plate.
Yeah, crazy how the turn of the Adley situation. But yeah, this is just awesome. This is exactly what you want on your rookie card. Yeah. But I gotta say, Jeff, the lack of the Gatorade, like I said, a Gatorade sprinkling. How would you describe this by comparison?
A complete dousing.
Right?
Beavers. Yeah.
Are we sure Dylan Beavers survived this?
This is like a rainstorm. Yeah. This is kind of, this is borderline like waterboarding territory. Yeah. Somehow his face is completely clear of the water, which is remarkable.
The tube of Gatorade coming out here reminds me of the water aliens in the abyss. Like just coming out of this Gatorade thing at a million miles.
I got its own face on the end of it too.
Yeah.
Wait for him.
But yeah, if you believe in Dylan Beavers, you need this card. This one came from Matty H Cards. This is absolutely incredible. I don't know how he's still standing. You feel like the weight of this should have knocked him to the ground.
Ooh, an orange Gatorade would have been a nice color match. And how do the Orioles keep coming up with rookies? They've got like it seems like 3 rookies are getting golden mirrors every year. They don't all pan out, of course, but the ones that do, they're gonna enjoy.
Probably injuries would be the the sad but true way to describe it. All right, NY Yankees 213 posted this Christy Mathewson card. I had no idea.
Rival right there, right? New York Giants, Mathewson.
I had no idea he was A, like handsome like this, but B, like the hat and that top button being buttoned and the fact that he's coming at me with like 100 miles an hour. This dude is terrifying.
Like was talked about earlier in the chat, these hats, I mean, the whole purpose of the bill of the hat was to keep the sun out of your eyes. There's no way that's just keeping anything out of Mathewson's eyes. Yeah, and from all accounts, he was an absolute beast on the mound.
Absolutely. All right, so a quick congratulations to our good buddy and fellow blabber, short print today. Jake has been on the lookout for this Mookie Betts 2018. We call it the Salt Bay SSP. Yeah. He's needed a 10. For it feels like years. I think it's been 2 years at least. He's been looking for a
while. Yeah.
He kept grumpily trying to get me to sell him mine. It wasn't going to happen. He finally added one, and he was pretty ecstatic about this. So congratulations, Jake. This is an awesome pickup. I think he says pop 11. Got to be one of the coolest Mookie Betts, like non-rookie, non-auto cards out there.
And that whole 2018 run that he's putting together, that's incredible.
Yeah. I know Sign and Slab prefers the 2017 SSP, but I really like the 2018.
Okay. Real Jason, real quick, is asking someone calculate. Some calculated show he would have 140 innings pitched at 6 innings per game. Would that qualify for a Cy Young? It all depends on what anybody else does. That's pretty low innings to get it. So I don't know that he's really a Cy Young contender.
I don't know I don't think there's a qualification in terms of innings pitched for Cy Young. So, I mean, he's already qualified. Would he potentially win it? I mean, I don't know. If you're going to only throw 140 innings, your ERA has got to be like what, $1.50?
Yeah.
With like 200 Ks.
Depending what Skeens does.
Yeah. And there's other guys in the National League who will have a say in that. I mean, Chris Sales looked really good for 2 starts. Honestly, Zach Gallons looked really good for 2 starts.
Fishy is fish. If he somehow throws 140 innings and still gets over 200 strikeouts and a sub-2 ERA, then yes, I think he's definitely in the conversation. But that is a huge K per innings bump.
This is actually Real Jackson. That's a good. I don't think Robert Redford is on a license.
I don't think a real licensed card. Now we've seen some sets come out for the natural, like box sets. That would have been really cool to do while he was still with us. Put some of those in a set and get him signed, like they've done with some of the other baseball films. They had a major league
random stuff. Like Tom Selleck's got a card in 91 Upper Deck, or I think 91 Upper Deck. They could do it. I mean, oh God, what was his team name in the natural? Was it the Knights?
Yes, New York Knights.
New York Knights. So I mean, what's that like similar to? He could be like an SSP for a Yankee.
Well, yeah, or similar to the New York Giants at the time. So that would be the San Francisco now.
It would be pretty cool.
Card with its 84 design, very cool.
I don't know what that's from, but that sounds very cool. Yeah. I think it would be. It does Airbud. By the way, random short print a day fact. We were watching. He was over for opening day. And he was convinced, which is one of the most insane things I've ever heard. There was like a music that this channel was playing between innings for the game we were watching. And he was like, this music, I've heard it before. And we're like, I doesn't sound familiar, Jake. And he's like, no, he's like, And like he struggled. And a minute later, he's like, oh, I got it. It's from Air Bud.
And was it?
No, I don't think so. He pulled up YouTube search Air Bud soundtrack, and he's like playing the Air Bud soundtrack on his phone, so we can compare it to what we're hearing as like the TV out music for the Giants feed. I think as we're watching, I'm like, maybe honestly that might explain why my Maker's Mark bottle is
so low. Stewie, he gets WAR for both, but in the Cy Young voting, it'll only count his pitching WAR. He'll only be matched up against the other pitchers with their pitching WAR. So they keep them separate. But when you talk about Ohtani having a potentially 10 WAR season, it could be 3 from pitching and 7 from hitting, something like that.
Yeah, Mr. Little Thor is not wrong, Jeff. He's not wrong.
Air Bud.
Emophobic. This would also be an absolutely amazing, like sort of celebrity.
I would love that. Get that signed.
Of course, and of course. The Ryan Klesko 3 shattered bat. Wait, DJ Locals, is this true? Or are you?
This sounds like another card that should be watched by the Blabin crew if it is true.
All right, we got to mow through a couple of these. Rhymes with Roof with a very cool 2020 back of jersey. Rivera. Yep. I mean, if you look at this card, Jeff, tell me you don't hear Enter Sandman.
You hear Enter Sandman coming through your ears.
That's a very cool card. Timmy Two Hobbies posted this 2025 Topps Basketball Shaquille O'Neal Golden Mirror. I didn't know they had legends in the set, Jeff.
Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't either until I saw this. I love how they have the same design as the baseball, which we're going to see the NFL now that as of April 1st, they also have the NFL. So we're going to see all three sports and we're going to see some legends from them. And you might as well put some legends in there. I love it.
Two thoughts on this card. One, I'm getting real 1990 hoops vibes from this card.
Holding up the jersey. Yeah.
Yeah. And two, boy, that button on the front is working real hard, Jeff.
And that was Slim Shaq. That was Slim Shaq back in the day.
A lot of tension heading towards that button. That's all. I haven't noticed that.
It might kill a reporter in front of him.
Do you guys? All right. I'm sorry, Jeff. Do you guys remember in the late 2000s? No, I guess it was the mid 2000s. The Mets acquired Billy Wagner. I worked for the Mets minor league team, the Cyclones. They acquired Billy Wagner, and no one seemed to know at the time that Billy Wagner, for his entire career, had also used "Enter Sandman" as his entrance song.
I had no idea.
I tell you, Yankee fans back then, Jeff, found the highest horse they could climb up onto, and that is where they lived. Every time Billy Wagner came out, he's an imposter. I mean, it was weird. It was very strange. People were used to it. We'd heard the Rivera over and over again in the playoffs. I honestly never heard Billy Wagner's entrance song until he signed with the Mets, and I worked for the Mets. And all of a sudden, I'm like, has he always used this? And he has. And it was a really weird time. But anyway,
well,
really cool. Really
cool.
Both
in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, for better or for worse. Kudos to Mason Miller, by the way, for his entrance for San Diego. That is must-see baseball, especially if you're a Padre fan. All right. Speaking of must-see, Dave's Braves cards. I have a lot of thoughts about this card, Jeff. You know I love it.
You do.
But I enjoy PSA descriptions of cards. And if they're going to do what they did for Benintendi, near locker, sitting in desk chair, why does this not just say pimp?
Pimp variation would be fine.
Amazing. It would probably be worth more. But they just call it variation. By the way, Mauricio Dubon just homered, which means we live in a world where Dubon has one home run. And Ohtani.
That's crazy because I was looking at the few players who could play tonight who I could drop Miguel Vargas for, and I almost picked Dubon. Brewer legend.
Yep. Acuna and Ohtani combined have 0 home runs. Maybe they go back to back here. Anyway, I love this Michael Harris card. It is the most unique Michael Harris card out there. Stadium Club did him really well his rookie year. He's got that the celebration as his base card, and then this one. Player haters. Oh my God. Yes. Oh God, man. I'm that's If you guys have not watched the Dave Chappelle show, please go watch the Dave Chappelle show. And it's throw Kurtz in there too. 3 guys that have not homered yet. Maybe Acuna can change that in the next few minutes. A guy who has homered is Corbin Carroll. Here's his 2024 Gold Cup Golden Mirror from GA Sports Cards 2.0. Guy's got some great stuff. I assume this is some sort of weird. I don't know what this vest is, Jeff. I don't have style.
Yeah, I don't know either, but you can't go wrong with the Rookie Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. So that same year, we got a Golden Mirror. Cutler's Cards has this Tarek Skubal, which on first glance, we're like, what's going on here? This is kind of a boring card. And
then you think he's wearing a uniform.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't look like a European drug dealer.
I mean, not as much, but
not as much. You're right. I also have to say, I am now mildly intrigued by the Detroit Tigers medical personnel in the background there. Might have to do some looking up about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brandon's PC posts this Christian Yelich card, which is right up your alley. And this is his favorite player of all time. And he said it's his favorite player, and he finally has a good image, and he's obsessed with it.
And you see Cardboard Showcase. Great card. Hope you like it. I'm the one who sold it to you. Of course. Cardboard Showcase found a way to get on the show multiple times with his own cards. And
I feel like of all the cards we've shown, Jeff, it's got to be like 40% are either owned by or were sold by Cardboard Showcase.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's just a compliment to him.
And not Homer Dome, because the cards he shows are only pop ones.
Correct.
Otherwise, yeah.
But yeah, this Yelich card is cool. You got a copy of this, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, that's very, very cool.
Out of 10. Right.
Speaking of Cardboard Showcase, he is up next. He posted his entire run, and we have to say entire run because we don't know if Stadium Club SSPs are ever coming back.
This might be complete.
Might be it.
Might be a complete run.
This is very cool to see together.
Loved seeing all these together. Blew me away. The one in the bottom center I picked up this year as well in, I believe, a 7 or 8, something like that, because I love the photo and it's hard to find. But seeing them all together is really. Whew.
Yeah, I think that's at the All-Star game, right? That one bottom center one. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I love that image, and you never see him. So when one popped up, I grabbed it, even though it was a low grade. All
right, speaking of cards you never see, Doc Z Sports Cards with what might be like the most perfect Buster Posey image variation out there.
You got confetti raining down. He's probably on the top of a trolley going through during the parade, the World Series, one of the 3 World Series parades he rolled through on.
Yeah, I believe Pablo gets a little guest appearance there on the corner, but just a really, really cool card.
Fits in there. You got some balloons even with the team colors.
Yeah. It was they were lucky to win the World Series when they did, because Topps opening day was printing cards, Jeff. They were doing image variations every year, and Posey got some amazing cards, and so did Sandoval. I think Matt Cain has one too. Yeah. All right, we got one card left.
Ooh, I know what that means.
Our SSP Thursday post of the week, or I guess post of the month. Yeah. I know you saw it, and I'm going to give you shit for letting it happen. But
Slapping, SSP Thursday, SSP Thursday, SSP Thursday, SSP Thursday, post of the month, Fox slamming. SSP Thursday, post of the month.
So I don't know how Chucky Hacks did it, Jeff, but Chucky Hacks found 2 Jackson Churio Golden Mirror autos.
Yeah. I see you commented before I did on here. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you beat me by a couple of hours. I feel like this goes directly to your homepage on your phone.
Well done, Chucky Hacks. Yeah, this blew me away when I saw it. I had to accompany this with a little foreigner double vision because I felt like I was really seeing double here. Luckily, one had the top sticker still on, so I could tell that they were 2 separate cards. But this was incredible. Yeah, nice pickup.
You'd be hard pressed to find a image variation, Jeff, of a player holding his cell phone that we both kind of like, but somehow the celebratory goggles here, it makes up for the cell phone.
Yeah, don't tell Jake, because he'd say, "Well, what are they celebrating? They didn't win the World Series." Well, they've never won, so they would never be celebrating. But this is an awesome image. Love the gold auto on here, the spot for it. The gold is perfect because if you had blue on here, it wouldn't show up. Red wouldn't show up. So yeah, Chucky Hacks, this is awesome.
Yeah, I highly recommend you guys get out there and go follow Chucky Hacks on Instagram. He's posted some absolutely amazing stuff. Definitely worth a follow if you don't already. But yeah, these 2 autos are great. The Golden Mirror autos, Jeff, I don't know how many there are. Maybe there's 10 of each, maybe 15, maybe 20. I don't know. We just don't. You don't see them. You just don't
see them. They're definitely not saying they want to keep that close to the vest. But we know one thing we know for sure: there's not a lot of them.
Yeah, this card is awesome. So Chucky Hacks, congrats. Thank you to everyone who posted for SSP Thursday this week. I already, you can see I have some more messages and some more alerts here. I'll share more tonight before I go to bed. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing all the music that Jeff selected for his stories.
There's some good ones. There's some really inspired images and descriptions of the images. So I tried to meet those inspirations with music. It's so much fun to see all the cards. I don't know if it's just because the season started and everybody's back to it, but it was a lot of fun to see. We'll keep that going next month when we have it, of course.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I just want to give a quick, If I can get this to load quickly, we have been going for a long time. I'm starving for chicken chunks, Jeff.
I bet.
Where is it? I go further down. Oh yeah. I feel like my eBay watch list got absolutely cleaned out over the last like 3 days, which is a bummer. But kudos to whoever won this card. It was up for bids. It ended Sunday night, and Jeff and I have sold some stuff, so I had some money. I was ready to bid on this, and I got annihilated. This sold for just over $2,500, which is a lot of money for a dual auto that has neither Ohtani nor a Hall of Famer on it.
Yeah, and you don't have a rookie card symbol on the front, even though it is Acuna's rookie year.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought I could sneak this one through. Hopefully a diehard Braves fan won. Maybe Dave's Braves cards, or anyway, whoever won this, I look forward to seeing it on your Instagram in the next couple of weeks. Congratulations. It's a very, very cool card.
Did not buy tickets yet for the National. We'll definitely be there. I'll be there for sure, at least that Friday. And we'll have a blabbing, spitballing gathering that Friday night somewhere. Did you get tickets yet, Chris?
I haven't bought our national tickets yet. We're going to get like the basic tickets. We're not getting I saw the 5-day VIP is already sold out. But yeah, we'll be there. We will be there at least.
That's
Jake and I will be there Thursday and Friday, but Jake, Jeff, and I will all be there Friday night for the spitball and meetup. It's going to be fun.
Definitely there Friday.
Damage to the wallet for sure.
Yes. Thanks everybody who stuck around this far. We appreciate you. Thanks for joining the SSP Thursday fun. If you haven't, please check out Instagram, #SSP Thursday. Check out Chris's stories and my stories. Between the two of us, we should have covered all the SSPs that were posted. Hopefully, if you have any questions, hit us up on there. My favorite cardboard, Baseball Card Addict, or Blabbing About Slabbing.
And make sure when you watch Jeff's stories, volume up.
Yes, turn the volume up. And let us know what your favorite cards were. So if you're watching later, put in the comments what some of your favorite SSP Thursdays cards were. Please hit that like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And thanks everybody.
Yeah, and also, go watch that Orlando Arcia card.
Yes,
and let us know in the comments: Deep Impact or Armageddon? Which one are you watching on a Saturday night? You got a couple of drinks in you. You're gonna sit down. What movie are you watching?
We're going to have to see which one we're going to start having trivia about next month. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week-ish. Thanks.